of course, Todd Orton, I should say, Australia won. Leads them around on pole for the first heat, looking good for a start as they come out of the corner. The green flag is down and we've got a race. And Orton, Lenny Bates Senior. Jennings moves up high, tries to run Orton up. Jennings is going to grab the lead. Jamie Jennings. Orton comes back. Orton drops down on him and gets the lead down the back straight. Lenny Bates there. Keep your eye on Barry Edwards in the 66 car. Edwards looking for a run. Jennings gets it sideways. Lenny Bates is there, but Barry Edwards and Orton's in trouble. Straightens it up. Loses a lot of ground. Todd Orton, Jamie Jennings. Jennings has got the lead again. Orton and Barry Edwards looking for a run. Barry Edwards got bought for $40 last night. And have a look at this boy go down the back straight. It's Orton trying to keep Jennings out. There's Jamie Jennings, I should say, trying to keep Edwards out. Edwards in the 66 car. Tries to slot himself back in behind. Then we go back to Lenny Bates. Then it's Giacometti. Then the 86 car of Lloyd Wallace. And Jennings again. Here comes Edwards. Edwards makes a run now around the outside of Orton. Has he got him? Barry Edwards, he drops down. Orton's going to have to back off as Jamie Jennings has lost the door. And Orton comes around, still trying to hang in there. Edwards and Orton. Orton trying to drive his way around Barry Edwards around the outside. Is not going to give an inch. Barry Edwards hangs in there every inch of the way. Jennings gets crossed up. Orton's got a run on him. Orton down the outside again as Edwards tries to hang in there. You can see why these guys are good. Jamie Jennings, here comes Edwards now. He gives Jennings a tap, backs off, does the right thing. As Bad Boy uses every bit of the track there to keep Orton out. So Jennings in his first heat doing a brilliant job there. Barry Edwards throwing everything out to try and get past these front two. He comes back again at Orton. As Giacometti now. Giacometti's only a newcomer to this. He's hanging in there. Lenny Bates back there in fourth. Giacometti and Bates as these front through now pull out a few car lengths on the rest of the field. It's on for young and old. As Edwards now still looking for a run. Runs up high, loses 2, 3, 4 car lengths down the back straight. Starts to pick him up again as he comes in. Back in the field, the 86 car, Lloyd Wallace, is there with Adam Robinson. Then we've got Troy Polly. Polly gets crossed right up, loses a lot of ground. Then the our back marker comes around now. Here's the 79 car of Nathan Lowe, but down the back street they go, and it's Jennings has got a good break now. If you want to call 2 car lengths on Orton a good break, 1 car length, they close it up again. Barry Edwards, a big Ford's Thunder here at Redline. The field mainly made up, I think the 86 cars are Commodore, the rest are Fords with 1 Cortina in amongst them, 2 Cortinas in there. But out in front, Jamie Jennings, he goes high, Orton comes in, has a look, gives him a tap, does the right thing, backs off, lets him go. The Bad Boy, Peter Jennings pump, sponsored Falcon of Jamie Jennings, still hanging on there. The laps will be counting down now as they come around. Edwards still trying to find a way around these front two, and it's going to be a battle. Up against the fence goes the Lloyd Wallace car, brings it back down again. But they're only half a lap behind our leader. A little bit less than half a lap as they go through. The Australia 1 car sticks his nose in again, tries to get under Jamie Jennings, but Jennings hanging on beautifully as they go down. Barry Edwards down the back straight. Edwards tries to put his nose in front again. Gives Orton a tap, has a look at him, tries to work out which way am I going to go around these guys. They're driving a hard enough run. The white flag will come out next time around. 2 laps to go in this first heat of the Australian title, and this is going to be racing at its best here at Redline Speedway, because this is only the first heat. These guys are only just getting their cars sorted out, and have a look at them out there on the track. Our front 3 come round now. Jamie Jennings will take the white flag. Todd Orton in second, Barry Edwards back in third, and then Giacometti sits back there in 4th spot in the 26 car. Darren Giacometti, he's only had a few runs, and here he is running 4th in the first heat of the Australian title. It's checkered flag time though. Jamie Jennings is going to hang on to win this first race. The Bad Boy has come good as they go through with Todd Orton second, 3rd place to Barry Edwards, 4th place to Darren Giacometti. Then it's Lenny Bates Senior in 5th with Adam Robinson 6th. Lloyd Wallace 7th, Troy Polly 8th. 9th place will go to the 78 car. 79 car on the roof. I keep getting Nathan Rowe. Dennis Cottrell. And no exceptions tonight. As they roll around the green flags at the ready, looking good for a start. This field bunched up nicely. These guys are the cream of the country as they come around. The green flag drops and Paul Horman leads them away. Horman goes. He's got Job right on his tail there. Darren Job tries to pick up, but Horman's through. Have a look at Chase Capino as he comes through in the 82 car. This kid is 13 years old. He has a special exemption to race because in the Northern Territory, 13-year-olds can run with the men, and he's up into fourth place already as they come through. He's back in the fifth spot as the 49 car of Brad Kennedy goes through the little Sigma, but Paul Horman out in front. And we're under yellow. We weren't happy with that start, I'd say. No, we've got one stuck over the back there. I missed him, 63, Bob Wakefield. They wouldn't be too happy about that one. Complete restart. It is a complete restart. Bad luck there for Jess Capino and the boys that were coming from the back through the field. Mick Cowan used to be the promoter at Bendigo. He's heads caps these days as they look good for a start again. Nice bunched up field there. They come around. Paul Horman's going to have to do it all over again as the green flag drops. Horman's away again very smartly this time. No mucking around. Darren Job drops back into second spot. Horman goes wide. Job gets back in there though. And the 34 car up into third spot now is Stuart Campbell. Stuart Campbell, of course, the son of the late Ian Campbell, a commentator of pretty good repute from many, many years. They come round up the inside, the 25 car of Chris Broome, looking for a run, can't get through there. On Campbell. Campbell holding a nice line there. Broome this time sticks his nose in as a go, as Paul Horman in the 98 car starts to streak away. Chase Kapenko is back in the field. Mick Dan now starting to make a move on Kapenko in the bomb disposals car. But they've got a long way to go to catch these leaders. As Darren Job, the Northern Territory 1 car, 44 car, chases Paul Horman. So these guys got the foot into it already. Starting to break away, these front two, really starting to break away. Broome's back there in fourth spot. Then the 22 car, Anthony Gibbs in fifth spot there. Gibbs trying to make up some ground. 49 car of Brad Kennedy goes through. Here comes Mick Dan now, starting to try and make his run on Chase Kapenko. But Kapenko driving a nice line. But these guys have still, as I said, got a long way to go to catch the flying Paul Horman. The heads caps Falcon there, and Paul Horman has been racing for 21 years. He's only a young bloke. He started at Alexandra as a junior and has been racing 21 years now, and his experience shows as he pulls away there from Darren Job. I think it's pronounced Job actually, but J-O-B. Back in third spot is still Stuart Campbell in the 34 car, but he's got the pressure on him as Chris Broome keeps... Oh, Broome's been tagged. Broome's been tagged. The yellow flag will come out. And bad luck for Paul Gorman now. As Broome, he was tagged there by the 22 car. I don't know whether it was deliberate or not, but we'll see what the steward said. Seems to think that the 22 car is about to cop a rear of field. Bad luck there for Anthony Gibbs. There wasn't a great deal in it, but it was happened, and that did happen. So the 22 car tagged the 25 car. 25 will go back at his spot. He was in fourth spot. He will go back. 22 car will cop a rear of field. But I see the Witch's Hat is out there. We're not doing Witch's Hat starts. We were told at the driver's turk it wouldn't be on, so it's not on. And if it's not on, it's not on. There was an ad about that somewhere. And I'm going to leave that alone. Right, Paul Horman up the front. Darren Job in behind him. Then it's Stuart Campbell. As they come around, the green flag's at the ready, looking good for a start. The green is down again. Horman's got to do it again as he leads away. Paul Horman. And down the back there, the Gibb car. Anthony Gibb, he'll be trying to make his way back up this field. Has bunched up, but they'll string out again as Horman's got this track sorted right out. Pulls away nicely again. Paul Horman, he's one of the guys that's got quite a chance to win this. He's good enough. As Gibb now has picked up one, but he's got a lot more to go yet to get back up there into fifth spot where he was. They come around. Mick Dan gets the tail out of the bomb disposals 92 car. The young bloke, he's still hanging back. Where is he? He's in the 6th position at this stage. Young Chase Kopenko. He makes a move now, Kopenko, but the gate gets shut on him. The 49 car of Brad Kennedy, the little Sigma. It's a quick little car too, all the way from West Australia. Now some of these back markers, they'll have a draw up the front, and this field are very evenly matched, except for Paul Horman. Kennedy now looking for a run there on the 25 car of Chris Broome. So Kennedy now, the pressure is on Kennedy. The others have strung themselves out. Kopenko, he's right on the tail of Kennedy. Mick Dan's on tail, and Mick Dan's got Kopenko. Kopenko's got a problem, washed out wide. Comes down, he's got a problem with the handling. Something's gone horribly wrong with that car as they come around. 2 laps to go, and Kopenko's lost a lot of ground there. So Horman still leads. Horman from Job, back to Stewart. Stewart then back to Broome. Broome back to Kennedy to Dan, and then Gibbs has made up a bit of ground there. He's on the tail of Dan as Paul Horman comes round to greet the white flag. Gibbs now going for a run around the outside of Dan. Gibbs with a big run there, all the way around the outside, drove he every inch of the way, and Horman's off the track. Paul Horman with 1 lap to go has pulled out. Paul Horman, the car's on the boils. Bad luck there for Paul Horman. Don't know what's happened there, but he's first heat. Leading it, he's blown a radiator hose or something. We'll get an update as Darren Job, the Northern Territory one, takes the win from Stewart. Campbell, then back to Broome. Broome back to the 49 car. So Paul Horman with a did not finish. Stuart Campbell picks up 2nd spot. Job has the win. Kennedy in for 3rd. 4th place goes to, sorry, not Kennedy. Broome has the 3rd spot. Kennedy's got the 4th. Gibbs has got 5th. You can steer. Young Daniel Scott from the back will be one to keep your eye on because he's no slouch either. As they roll around, a green flag has dropped into the 1st corner, and it's Elsie going to lead. Elsie is hanging in there. Down the back straight, Elsie takes him out wide. Clayton gets run out fairly wide. Andrew Coxhead's moved up into 2nd spot there. We're under yellow flag. Chief Stewart not happy with the start. Complete restart. Chief Stewart not happy with his start. And with him, Phil Page. For those who go back a lot of years, the Flying Mini of Phil Page. Phil's up here. He'll have a yarn with me later on. The green flag's at the ready. This time they're looking better. Elsie gets away nicely again as Clayton gets left behind. Clayton. Coxhead makes a move again. Coxhead's got the inside run on Clayton, but Clayton's going to come around, shut the gate, and keep it nice and tidy this time. Down the back straight they go. Rod Berry, he's got Daniel Scott with a big lunge, and the Charger comes through, gets himself sorted out. Will Copper black and white flag on the Charger. No, it's Daniel Scott. The 8 car has picked up the black and white flag. Daniel Scott, quite an aggressive little driver. He's only a young bloke, and he's got himself a black and white flag already. I thought the Charger might have got that one, but no, he got away with it. Elsie hanging in there. Coxhead's back in 3rd. As Clayton in 2nd spot. And young Scott Bull. He's a go with this kid too. Scott Bull from Swan Hill. Seen him race a couple of times now. Very impressive little driver as he sits back in 4th spot. Daniel Scott still making his way through the field. Daniel Scott, big drop there. Comes in nicely. Didn't touch him, but scared the hell out of the 16 car of Wayne Houston. I think he got a real fright when Scott come flying through. Down the back straight again. Clayton's gone wide. There's a chance there for Andrew Coxhead. Can't capitalise on it at this stage. There's Scott Bull. Sits in there in 4th spot, trying to find a way through. But Elsie in the Victoria 3 car. He's got 2 car lengths at this stage. Elsie doing it nicely from Clayton. The Charger sounds like it's got a problem. Berry gets through on him, but the Charger's gone off song as he drops to the rear. Elsie hanging in nicely. Clayton throwing the Commodore around, trying to work out which way to get around him, and it's not going to be easy. There's Elsie down the back straight, hangs in there nicely, pulls out a couple of car lengths, under brakes. Clayton picks up it, so does Thing. We've lost the wheel by the looks. The back wheel has come off. We have gone yellow. The red come out, now it's yellow. The axle is broken. I can clearly see the broken axle on the Charger. That wheel on the track, fairly dangerous. We are under yellow flag. The red has gone out now. We're back under yellow. They'll have to form themselves up again. So bad. Green flag at the ready again. They'll bunch themselves up. Elsie out in front. All he's got to do is hang on there. He is currently Victoria 3. He'd like to have that 3 with an Australia in front of it. He'd like a 1 even better. The green flag's down. They got caught, Elsie. Nice slow start. Made them all back off, and a few boys got caught there. Young Daniel Scott's picked up nicely. He's up into 4 spot. Runs wide. Greg Scott Bull. I'll get it right yet. Greg Scott's Daniel's old man. Scott Bull got caught napping and Daniel Scott slipped straight through. Now Daniel Scott's starting to work up the inside of Coxhead. Andrew Coxhead's got the flying Daniel Scott looking for a run. Mind you, Daniel Scott's got a black and white flag on him at this stage at the start, but I don't think that'll really amount to much because I think it's just a warning. Daniel Scott dropping down low now, trying to work a line out on Coxhead. As he comes round, Coxhead drops out wide. This track in absolutely magnificent condition. Now Daniel Scott, Coxhead's gone wide, Scott's down low. He'll get the jump, and Daniel Scott up into 3rd spot. Very cleanly, did it nicely. So Daniel Scott picks up another spot. He's up into 3. Now he sets sail after Clayton. Can he do it? He's driving the run of his life, young Daniel Scott, and he's only a young bloke. He's got no fear as he brings the 17 car down. But they've still got to catch Elsie. Darren Elsie is flying. A wisp of smoke comes out of the car. So I don't know whether that's a problem or not for Elsie. But looking very cool as he sits in there. Quite comfortable out in the lead there. He's got a couple of car lengths. As now Coxhead tries to make a way back but can't. Daniel Scott running the high line. He's taken the fastest way around this Redline racetrack. The white flag will come out next time around. You hear the whistle in the background. That designates 1 lap to go next time around. Back in the field there, the 16 car is hanging on to second last from 62. Watsy, but our leader, the passing flag, comes out for Rod Berry in the 58 car. 1 to go now as they take the wide. And Daniel Scott, I don't think he can do it. He's not going to pick up Clayton, Andrew Clayton in the 5 car. Berry holds down a tight line on pole. He moves off the track to let him through. So Rod Berry does the right thing as Elsie comes through to take the checkered flag. 2nd place will go to Andrew Clayton. 3rd place to Daniel Scott. 4th place to Andrew Coxhead. Then it's Scott Bull. Scott Bull, the 62 car. 62 car of Peter Watts. Then it's 16. Wayne Houston, last but not least, will be Rod Berry in the 58 car. If he'd have come out onto the track surface, he would have got it without doing another lap. Oh, I've got something to the souvenir program, and it looks brilliant too. All those, the green flags at the ready. I better get down to business here as they roll around. Damien Murley on pole in the Cortina. The flag has dropped. Murley is off and running. And Peter Lincoln tries to barge his way through, gets down onto the line. Will he get away with it? No, he won't. We're going to get a yellow flag. The yellow flag is out. So Peter Lincoln made a big move there, but black and white, who will it go on? I got told by the stewards I'm not allowed to steward up here today, so bite your tongue, Murray. I'll wait and see what their decisions are. Because I am a steward myself. Peter Lincoln gets the black and white one. I was right. That wasn't hard to pick though, I don't think. Brilliant vision. I never tweaked the monitor up here. Looking good for a start. Peter Lincoln will have to try and keep it a bit cleaner. We're not in a super sedan now. The green flag is down. We're off and running. Nice and tidy this time around. Has a bit of pushing and shoving there. Didn't see who that one was, but it's the 33 car. Damien Murley down the back straight. 37 is Matt McClure hanging in there. Peter Lincoln looking for a run now. Brad McClure's come through too. Got a couple of McClures in. Brad McClure in the 38 car. Steve Evans in the 38 car. Young Brad McClure, I said keep your eye on this guy from down the back. He's up into 4th as Murley goes wide. McClure, watch this kid go through the traffic. He's not scared of nothing. Peter Lincoln comes down the 38 car of Evans, looking for a run. Matt McClure's hanging in there. They come round there 3 wide. Brad McClure works his way through. McClure's up in the second spot already. Lincoln goes with him. Lincoln hanging on to 4th at this moment, but looking for a run. Lincoln gets a touch there on the 37 car. They touch sides. They sort themselves out. And Murley gets let off the hook. No, it's Murley out in front. It's Matty McClure as they come through. No flags are bound there, so Grayson's hanging in. But Murley's off and running in the 33 car. Brad McClure sits in there in second spot. Peter Lincoln's the one to watch. Back in 4th, looking for a run now on Matty McClure. Trying to find a way. He's got him this time. Peter Lincoln's in there. Can he hang on? No, he can't. As Matty McClure in the New South Wales 37 car. He's down from New South Wales. I'll read his history later. I'm not sure where he's from, but in the 37 car, hanging on there to 3rd spot. He's from Broken Hill. Oh, there's one around there. Sorts himself out. It's the 12 car. Gets in a bit of trouble there, gets himself back into it. And that's Matt Crimmins in the 12 car. So Crimmins now looking for a one. Someone's going to pick up a black and white. I didn't see. I think it's a 9 car. As our leader, Damien Burley, goes through. Brad McClure from down the back of the pack has come through. Now I've got Simon Jones in the Calcutta there. Simon Jones, and he's running dead last. The 79 car, I think it was, 78 car, Len Pike picked up the black and white flag. He's back there running 5th. It's Lenny Pike with the black and white. Crimmins is still hanging in, but our leader, Murley, Damien Murley, this kid is flying. He's from Ballarat in the 33 car. He's a local boy, and he is absolutely flying. Brad McClure has come from the back of the pack. Matt McClure, the 2 McClures running 2nd and 3rd with Peter Lincoln out there in the 27 car, trying to pick him back. But they're getting away while Lincoln's having this battle. Our 1st and 2nd are getting further and further away. Peter Lincoln comes in beautifully in the corner. We got a clip on the fence by Brad McClure right in front of the steward's box. Scared the living daylights out of me. Down the back straight he goes. Here's Lincoln again. This is where the action is. Back there for 4th spot. The white flag will come out next time around. Peter Lincoln's going to run out of time unless he can pick up Matty McClure. Sticks the nose again. McClure shuts the gate on him again. Driving a real tight race there, Matt McClure. He's not going to let him go unless he goes round the outside. Tries to get a run. He comes out wide. Peter Lincoln now up the inside. Can he go on with it? See if McClure shuts the gate. He knows he's there. Pulls it down again and shuts the gate. The white flag is out for Murley. Murley's caught up behind Simon Jones. Murley's tagged behind Simon Jones, but he's got no worries because Brad McClure's too far back. Murley looking for a run through. Simon Jones will go out wide. Murley comes through, takes that checkered flag. Brad McClure in a 2nd spot. As I said, keep your eye on him. Matt McClure 3rd. Peter Lincoln's in for 4th. So a brilliant race there. So Peter Lincoln couldn't do much there. The 78 car has an inquiry flag on him. I think he finished 5th. So we'll just see if there's any changes. Brad McClure certainly shortened the back of his car there. Mahoney's Road Auto Salvage, his sponsor. Green flags at the ready. We'll get a start this time around. Donegan on the outside. Oliver on the inside, looking good for a start. The green flag is down, and they're away. And Mark Jennings looking for a run in the Centura. Around the outside, it's Donegan going for a run as well. Donegan, the 13 car is in there. There's Adam Timberlake. And around the outside, we've got a yellow. We've gone yellow. We've got Sankey over there. We've got poor old Robbie Gorman. Now, Robbie Gorman, probably one of the cleanest drivers you'll ever see on the track. And every time he gets into a final, someone has to unload him. And I didn't see what happened there, but someone got unloaded again. Robbie Gorman coming in to get his car checked. I'll wait for the steward to see what was at fault. I was watching the front drivers. Didn't see what happened down the back. Bob in the Vic 1 car back there got a black and white out of that incident. Didn't see what happened myself. I was watching what was happening up the front. Looking good for a start again as they come round. Green flag's down again. Timberlake, Donegan gets away nicely. And Jennings looking for a run, can't get around. The gate got shut on him. Seen the hole, went to jump in it, and Oliver shut the gate. Down the back straight, the roof number 77, I think is Barry Holland. No, he's down the back, trying to pick up the roof number on this car. There's Jennings, 72 car of Dean Gray from Tasmania. And he looks like he's a quickie too, Dean Gray. Has 35, Oliver goes for a run to the fence. Oliver's in all kinds of trouble there. There's Timberlake up the inside. Robbie Gorman looking for a run through. Sankey's out wide. That's Donegan out in front though from Jennings. Donegan, Jennings. Robbie Gorman looking for a run around the outside. This is going to be racing like you've never seen before by the time we get to the final tomorrow night. Robbie Gorman now has a run. The Oliver car, Jonathan Oliver, having all kinds of handling problems there as Robbie Gorman and Sankey get tangled up. They sort themselves out, but it's Mark Donegan in the Mark Donegan motors. Flying forward, leads him away. Robbie Gorman's given up on the outside. Now he tries to attack the inside. Sankey hits a bump all over the place there. Rick Sankey loves his track. Goes quite well, but it's Timberlake. Timberlake and Jennings come around. Bit of a coming together there. Timberlake and Jennings. And Adam Timberlake in the 13 car. Jennings has got the jump, shuts the gate on him. Oliver looking for a run around. And Robbie Gorman still working his way through this field. Robbie Gorman, Timberlake, and he's got a problem there as they work their way around Jennings. He's come from almost the back. The car's not knowing where to go. Robbie Gorman come through brilliantly out of that little pack of things. Sankey got through as well. So Gorman up into second. Sankey's into third. These guys are certainly a race there. Timberlake, they sort themselves out. I don't think it was anyone's fault there, although Timberlake's rear end got shortened. I nearly slipped in, didn't I? Got shortened big time because Jennings has got a major problem there. But Robbie Gorman, Sankey's into third spot. Timberlake with a big crunch in the back. Then the 28 car, Dale Riley in the big Ford there. And then it's back to Gray in the 72 car. But Donegan absolutely blitzing them at the moment. That little mix up there with the Jennings car knocking out, really sorted the boys out. And Robbie Gorman come through in the radiators, or RS car. Sankey now, Sankey having a go, gives him a tap, lets him know he's there. Sankey trying to find a way around Robbie Gorman. All the time Timberlake's back there, having a go as well. Gray, this is a real pack at the back here. In second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh, there's only 7 car lengths between them. They come around, Timberlake's got Sankey, he's gone wide, Sankey comes back, recovers nicely and gets away. Gray now making a move. Back through the pack, Gray and Riley round the outside. This is Ford dominance tonight. Not too many Commodores in there. The Ford's doing it all as they go round. Sankey still hangs on to third. Robbie Gorman's pulled out a bit of a break now. Down the back straight, Gorman has got 4 car lengths on Sankey. Sankey's only got 1 on Timberlake. Who's got 1 on Gray? Who's got 1 on Riley? They come around, Sankey hanging on nicely. Here comes Gray again. Timberlake would want to shut the gate there. Gray looking for a run around the outside as they go down the back straight for the last time. One more time, I should say. The white flag out this time around. But Mark Donegan won't believe he's lucky. He's blitzing this field. Old Donis, as they call him, and doing quite well. Sankey kisses the wall. The King Street panel sponsored car will need some panel work as he gets tagged. Timberlake backs off, does the right thing, but it's checkered flag for Donegan. He'll be stoked. Timberlake still working the back of Sankey. Robbie Gorman will pick up second. Third place to Sankey. Fourth to Timberlake as they go through. So Sankey got a good third there. Timberlake in for fourth. Fifth place, I think, would have gone to Gray in the 72 car. So our winner, Mark Donegan, did a great job there off the front, really hung in there nice. I don't know what happened to Jonathan Oliver, worked his way back through the back, got caught out. Green flag at the ready as they come around. Racing fast and furious tonight, they're not giving me much of a break. Every heat gets quicker and quicker. Chris Edwards will lead them away. Wayne Cullinane, come on boy, got me money on you at half the field as they come through. Cullinane, the South of Australia 1 car. Goes through, that's 42. There's Steve Heinrich. And 36 is Brian Finlay. Finlay with a big run there as they run these guys the opposite direction. So looking at it, but it's Cullinane from Alice Springs in the Flying Valiant. This guy's the fastest Valiant driver I think I've ever seen. He absolutely flies in this thing, and I reckon my money's looking good in the Calcutta as Cullinane blitzes them at this stage. One lap and he's pulled out 10 car lengths already. South Australia won. Steve Heinrich in the Commodore in second. 36 is Brian Finlay. Then we go back to Jason Hayden. Jason Meekins in the 24 car. The 23 car is Rodney Barraclough. 73's Des Littlehales. Our pole sitter is moved right back, Chris Edwards. And the 69 car, Brett Morgan. The big Valiant, very unstable. But that's the way this guy likes it, I think, the way he drives. But he's pulling away. The Shell Helix, Dickie Johnson, he'd go hard out. There's Wayne Cullinane. Bit of a legend, this guy. Gets that crank right up the big Valiant. There's a challenge now, the 36 car, Brian Finlay. Tries to get under Steve Heinrich. Heinrich shuts the gate on him down the back straight. Finlay, he's going to have another go. These guys are absolutely flying. Back there in 5th spot, we've got the 20... Jason Meekins in the 45 roof number. I better call these cars by their roof number. 45 17's Jason Hayden. In 4th spot, 23, there's the Barraclough car, Rodney Barraclough. Des Littlehales in the 73 car. 32's Chris Edwards. As Cullinane comes around, Heinrich still got the pressure. Finlay starting to work over the back of him now. Just can't get the big Ford through on the Commodore. So this is the fastest the Holden's gone, I think. The quickest Holden so far tonight. There's Finlay again, having another go. He's going to get him this time, I'd say, as he comes around the outside. Really got the pressure up Finlay. He'll go down. Heinrich's going to make him do it the hard way, all the way around. Finlay's not going to give in. This is a battle and a half. And Heinrich tries to run him out to the fence there. Did the steward see that? Yes or no, he's not going to make any indication. So now Finlay works up the inside. He's tried the outside. He's got his nose up. This time he's got the nose in front. Heinrich's not going to let him go though. Heinrich keeps the foot into it. Finlay, he's got a real battle. Back there the two Jasons, Meekin and Hayden. We've got the passing flag. Who's the passing flag going to come out on? 69. He's the nearest one, Brett Morgan. As our battle goes on with Finlay and Heinrich. The two Jasons, Jason Hayden, Jason Meekins, having a battle of their own. And it's Littlehales working over the back of Rodney Barraclough. The passing flag's out now. There'll be 2 laps to go. Next time around for Cullinane, there'll be 1 lap to go. Finlay, he's going to have to do something. Heinrich's still keeping him out there. He's driving. This is the drive so far tonight, I reckon. Finlay really trying to keep himself in this race. He's in 3rd, but Cullinane doing it easy, the big Valiant. He's actually backed off a bit, Cullinane. He knows how far he's in front. He's buttoned off the white flags out. Finlay's going to settle for 3rd place. Can't make it up in this distance. He's backed off. 69's up against the fence, out of harm's way. Checkered flag for Cullinane. Wayne Cullinane. 2nd up, Heinrich. The South Australia 1 car. 3rd goes to Finlay. 4th place to the 17 car. 5th place to the 45 car. 6th place will go to 23. So quite a race there. Edwards finishing down the back of the pack. 2nd last, I think, started on pole, but just didn't have this field's measure. So 68 there, they're flying. Wayne Daniel Barton, for my money, he's one of the got shots here. The green flag's down. They get away nicely. Barton looking for a run up Nielsen. Barton's got the line. He'll get through on the little Sigma. And Daniel Barton grabs the lead. But he's got Matty Nielsen hot in pursuit. Matty Nielsen, they tell me, is quick, real quick. Daniel Barton, but who's that in the 48 car? Coming through the pack there. I'll try and pick out the black flat. He's in trouble. 48 gets a bit of a bounce and a jump. Takes him. It's Mavis, they call him. Valdez. Mattis Valdez. Mavis, better known. Timmy Sankey in the 71 car. Trying to make a fool, but it's Daniel Barton. The Bartman, they call him. And he's got the big Ford crank right up. 3 times he was club champion in the SSAV. 3 times club champion. You can see why, because this kid can drive. Only a young bloke too. Lenny Bates Jr. in the 74 car has moved up into 5th spot now. Little Bear as he sets sail. Timmy Sankey's in the 439 car. Craig Templeton. Timmy Sankey's picked himself up a black and white flag. 48's picked up a black and white flag as well. I'd say that was for the first lap. Timmy Sankey. We've got Templeton out there. Local boy Craig Templeton in the 39 car. Hanging in there nicely in 3rd spot. Sankey's got the flag there. Lenny Bates Jr. He's made a move now. Lenny Bates Jr. up the inside of Sankey. We've got a yellow car. He's got himself going. McClure in a bit of trouble. We've got 3 McClures. We're under yellow light. We are under yellow light. So bad luck there for Daniel Barton. This will put the field back on his tail again. That's no good for Daniel, but I think he's got the grunt to stay out in front. Positions which they have. The green flags at the ready now as they come down. Simon McClure's joined the end of the field. He caused a stoppage. He's down the back. I think he was anyway. Barton gets away very nicely again. Daniel Barton. Good break there. Pulls away very nicely. Gets 2 car lengths on the start from Nielsen. Templeton there. He's got Sankey hot on his tail. Sankey's got to worry about the Little Bear. Because Little Bear, he's quite a good driver. He gets, Sankey gets crossed up, almost gets tagged, sorts himself out, nowhere there to go for the Lenny Bates Jr. car. He tagged him, but that was what you call a racing incident because he had nowhere to go when Sankey really hung the tail right out there and got tagged. But Barton out in front, doing it nicely at the moment. Daniel Barton. Barton from Nielsen, from Templeton, Sankey. The battle here is Sankey and Lenny Bates Jr. Lenny Bates Jr. then around the outside the 14 car. Jenkinson. Justin Jenkinson's taken Lenny Bates Jr. Bates has got a problem. Heads for the infield. So all that big hype I give him is no good because he's on the infield. So Lenny Bates Jr. will sit there and wait for the cars to come over the line, I'd say, if he's smart enough. He's got it going again. He's back out on the track, Lenny Bates Jr. As the leaders come around, young Daniel Barton brings the 9 car around, doing it nicely. Jenkinson's got a bit of a problem there. The 14 car not handling exactly the way he'd like it to, as the tail's all over the place. Same goes for the 29 car. He gets the pass and flag as our leader comes around. Lenny Bates Jr. has got this car back up on speed now, but he's balking the 2nd place getter as Barton goes through. 2nd place is behind Bates now, getting balked badly. Although Bates is on the pace, whatever his problem was. The pass and flag will come out for Bates. The pass and flag should have come out for Bates. He's pulled over and done the right thing now and let Templeton through. Sorry, let Nielsen through. Templeton's back there in 3rd spot. 4th place is Timmy Sankey as they work their way through these back markers. The white flag will come out for Daniel Barton. Barton goes through to take the white. Nielsen through to take the white. 3rd place is still Templeton. Craig Templeton in the 39 car. Timmy Sankey in the 71 cars. Back in 4th spot. 5th place will be the 14 car of Justin. As Daniel Barton takes a checkered flag. Nielsen's in for 2nd. Matty Nielsen. 3rd place will be Craig Templeton. And Timmy Sankey comes over for 4th spot as he almost tags a 76 car. 5th place will go to the 14 car. Brian Finley. Chase Pinko. 82. Looking good for a start. The green is down. Kapenko makes a jump from the back. Big run around the outside for Chase Kapenko, but the chase is on. Poor Chase, he gets caught out there. Simon Jones gets relegated in the shuffle from the back to the front. Kapenko gets caught between Jones. That's Barry Edwards leads from Todd Orton. Orton in there. Then it's Donegan's out in 4th spot. We've got Brian Finley in the 3rd spot. And, the wild one. Todd Orton's in trouble there. Donegan goes around. We're under yellow now. I didn't quite see how that started. I'll wait for the steward to work that one out. Didn't quite see how that started, but Orton went for a big flick into the wall. Orderly, this is how it should be. The race is not on until the green flag drops. And the green flag has dropped. And we're off again. And Chase Kopenko with a run. Barry Edwards, very nice. And Simon Jones sits back and lets him go. Mark Donegan's in with a good run. Robbie Foe up the inside there in third spot. But he's got Finlay, Robbie Foe. Finlay has a good battle there for third. As Donegan, he's flying. He won his first heat. He's in second. Barry Edwards won his first heat. So he'll be one that'll be very hard to catch. So these guys now, as they go down the back straight, sort themselves out. Jason Hayden, Jason Meekins hot on his tail there. The two blue cars, the Jasons, this is how they were before. Behind him, Chase Kopenko, the 13-year-old, tries to split the Jasons. Meekins comes wide, Kopenko gets under him. Can't go on with the job, does the right thing. Backs off and sorts them out. But have a look at these front runners. Donegan, Robbie Foe. Robbie Foe's into Donegan. Donegan there, Foe's into him. And the room wasn't there for Robbie Foe. He'll pick himself up a black and white flag out of that, because Robbie Foe tried to make a hole that was not there. Donegan now keeps the foot up onto it. Have a look at Donegan underneath Barry Edwards. Donegan with a big rush. He'll get a black and white flag for it. Donegan off the wall. Foe's in the lead there. Barry Edwards. Donegan's going to come back. Have a look at this for racing. Finlay up the inside there. Cuts the pole line. Finlay. These guys are starting to get fair dinkum. Barry Edwards tries to get around Donegan. Donegan threw it in too hard. Now he's lost it. He's got it all gone. Robbie Foe got the black and white flag there. We've got off the fence Donegan. All on his own, lost it. 45. Jason Meekins kisses the fence. Barry Edwards got caught out badly there. Donegan's in trouble back there. Our leader though, that crazy kid, is Robbie Foe out in front, but he's got a black and white flag on him. Finlay tries to stick the nose in and get under him. They go round. This is a battle and a half up the front. Brian Finlay can't quite get Robbie Foe. Robbie Foe's on fire tonight. Donegan's lost a lot of ground there. Bad luck there, but he put it in too hard. He was driving beyond his limitations, and he found out just how far he could go. Bad luck there for Barry Edwards. He was a bit unfortunate, but have a look back in the field there. Kopenko now has moved up in a fourth spot. Chase Kopenko, but I don't think he'll catch Robbie Foe. Brian Finlay. Foe gets a bit crossed up. Finlay comes back at him. As these two guys now, Robbie Finlay round the outside of Robbie Foe goes Brian Finlay. They kiss. He's up high. Finlay trying to work the outside. Robbie Foe's not going to give in. Robbie Foe, Brian Finlay. Finlay's really having a go this time. He runs around the outside. He's got the hind line. He drops down low. Robbie Foe will run out wide. Finlay works over the back of him, trying to find a way round. He's all over the back of him now. He's as tight as he can get. Robbie Foe goes wide. Finlay's got him. Finlay up the inside. He'll carry him all the way. Robbie Foe tries to shut the gate. He's going to get away with it. Robbie Foe, he's back in front. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. And Robbie Foe, is this kid driving? Barry Edwards, though, has picked up a lot of ground. Barry Edwards, he'd be kicking Donegan for what he did to him, but Barry Edwards now got Brian Finlay up the inside. Edwards looking for a go. Sticks his nose in. Finlay's got the line. A bit of a touch there. Only a racing incident. Does the right thing. Now, Barry Edwards, he's rattled him. Finlay, he drops down on the inside. Edwards is gone. Finlay's gone. They come back. Finlay's gone round. He overcommitted himself there. Edwards. Checkered flag will come round for Robbie Foe. Finlay gets it going again, but he's lost a lot of ground. Chase Kopenko, 11 takes the win. First to 11, second to Edwards, third to Kopenko. Fourth will go to the 23 car of Veraclau. Fifth will go to Finlay. And sixth will go to Donegan. And Meekins will come over the line to pick up his points with a flat tyre. How the time's coming down. Third. Going up again, the times now. That was a pretty hard race, that one. As they come around, looking good for a start. Green flags at the ready. And we're racing. Robbie Gorman very smartly off the mark. I can't see Robbie Gorman out in front getting a black and white this time round. As Matty Nielsen tries to go for a run with Robbie Gorman. Track's got a bit of water on, bit slick, as Gorman has a bit of trouble, settles down, sorts the car out. Lenny Bates Sr. is back in third space. Adam Robinson getting roughed up a bit there by Matty Nielsen. Works his way off the front bumper of the Nielsen car. Nielsen up the inside now. The rules are you get the front bumper past the front pillar, you can pass, and he's done that very nicely. The other car has to give him racing room. Down the back straight goes the Victoria 1 car. Robbie Gorman doing it easy now. Robbie Gorman out in front and pulling away. As I said, this guy, Victoria 1, knows how to make a car go round and round a speedway very well. The Radiators are a sponsored car. Matty Nielsen back there in second spot. Third spot is Evan Robinson. Lenny Bates Sr. in the Lenny Bates Automotive Falcon. And then the 86 car, the Commodore, starting to make a move up now is Lloyd Wallace. Lloyd Wallace, the 69 car's Brett Morgan. Is back there. Crimmins in the 12 car is down the back. And also the 78 car. I've lost him. The 10 car goes through. That's Normie Gravestock in the 10 car. Robbie Gorman. Matty Nielsen starting to make up a bit of ground on Robbie Gorman now. As the 86 car gets in a bit of trouble there. Tries to sort himself out. That's the 79 car, the one I was looking for. And I don't know what he's doing there because he's not on my program. So I've got one car missing out there. Oh, Lenny Bates Sr. gets crossed up, loses a lot of ground. We've got the 87 car, Adam Robinson, heads for the infield, gets back on track again. So now third place is the Lloyd car. Lloyd Wallace, I should say, in the 86 car, up in a third spot now. As Matty Nielsen starts to put the pressure on Robbie Bruce. He's within a car length on him. We've got a black and white flag on the Lloyd Wallace car. So there could be a change there yet. Oh, Adam Robinson goes around. Will he grab reverse and back out? We're under yellow. The yellow light is on. The yellow light is on. The Chief Steward not happy with the proceedings, so we'll bunch them all up. So bad luck there for Robbie Gorman now. He's going to have to do it again, although second place was right on his tail. To start this time, Adam Robinson. As you see, the first three cars is as they are on the track. After that, I'm not sure. The green flag is down. And Robbie Gorman, very smart off the line. We almost had Nielsen up on two wheels, hooks in into the wall. Nielsen almost went over, lost it, put it into the wall big time. So Matty Nielsen, there'll be some repair work in the pits for Nielsen. Big time, that was two wheels. Let's hope our cameraman, did you get that on camera? In between him, the 10 car is Norm Gravestock. He's a lap car. 86 is in second spot now. That's Lloyd Wallace. Third place could be the 69 car, Brett Morgan. He's one of our interstate drivers there. Brett Morgan, the green's down. Robbie gets away beautifully. Robbie Gorman, big jump there. There's Normie Gravestock, pulls up, lets him go through. Brett Morgan's made a move there, and Lloyd Wallace round the outside. Morgan and Wallace side by side. Wallace runs out wide. Morgan's not going to give in. Wallace, he ain't going to give in either as he comes around with a big run. Lenny Bates sits back in fourth spot. Then we've got Crimmins with a run around the outside. Roberts, Lenny Bates on the low line. Crimmins on the high line. Tries to get around. Crimmins is not going to give in the 9 car. Bates will have the grunt down the straight though. The Commodore's got the grunt. Bates goes with him, but Crimmins, he's going to hang in there. He's on the high line. Bates is having an inland problems. Robinson all over the back of Bates now. Bates has got the line again. Robinson, Crimmins, they come around. Robbie Gorman's doing it easy out in front. Robbie Gorman, not a worry in the world. Lloyd Wallace is in second spot at the moment. Wallace, then it's Brett Morgan back in third place. Bates, here comes Robinson now. Crimminson, he's had his big power surge. Crimminson now, he seems to be off the gas pedal as he drops back. Our leader is doing it easy. Out in front there, Robbie Gorman, the Radiators are Russ car. We're going to have Normie Gravestock. He's about to get a lap put on him. Now, the home pit stop dyno tuning car, that's the little LH Tirana, has just had a lap put on him. They'll come round to take the white. Crimmins is in trouble. The white flag next time around. As Robbie Gorman goes down, Crimmins up against the fence. He'll have to stay there now. He's got a problem. Lloyd Wallace is in second spot, comes down. And third spot still is Brett Morgan. Coming around to take the white flag this time around. Morgan goes through. Lenny Bates is back there in fourth spot. Fifth spot is the 79 car. why the 79 car's on this race, but Robbie Gorman takes the win, does it easy. Robbie Gorman with a first, second place to Wallace, third place to the 69 car, fourth to Lenny Bates Senior, fifth place to the 79 car. Now why the 79 car is out in that heat is Nathan Lowe in the 79 car. Now I've got it, I know what it's been changed around a bit here. Nathan Lowe's not. Timmy Sankey's in there. There's a couple of quick ones in amongst this. They come around looking good for a start. And the green flag is down and we've got to run. Bad boy's been boxed in, he can't get out at this stage. The 43 car, Troy Polly's in a bit of trouble there. Sankey's in the middle. We're going to have a yellow flag, are we? We've got a yellow flag. We're not happy. We're not happy at all with that start. Don't know whether there's any penalties coming out of that. No penalties? Nah, just a bad start. In the 35 car. From South Australia as they come around, we've got a problem with the Colin Campton car. He's headed for the infield. The flag is down and we've got to run again. Troy Polly tried it last time, didn't get away with it this time. Maybe it'll work as he goes around the outside in the 43 car, and it almost worked for Polly. He's got Oliver trying to carry him to the fence. Stewart's not happy with that again. Stewart says, come back, we'll try this one more time. Who's going to get the penalty? Who will it be? Who's it on, Kelvy? Troy Polly. You're going to cop a rear of field for breaking the start. Troy Polly. Timmy Sankey in the 71 car would have a grin from ear to ear. As Troy Polly jumped a little early for the Stewart's Viking. The Ray can do it right this time. Polly broke the start both times. The green flag drops early this time. They're away. He can't muck up this time as they get away. Sankey looking for a run. They go in. Sankey, little Lenny Bates Jr. trying to find his way around the outside of the 62 car of Peter Watts. Here comes Sankey now looking for a run up the inside of Oliver. Sankey goes in. Wattsy's a bit slow there as Lenny Bates Jr. will come around the outside. Lenny Bates Jr. Sankey looking for the big run as little Lenny Bates Jr. around the outside of Peter Watts. Here comes the bad boy. Jamie Jennings in the 15 car now up on the tail of Sankey. Jennings will be looking for a one. Little Lenny Bates gets the tail out too far. Peter Watts won't know what's happened here. He's out in front and he's staying there. And he's actually starting to pull away from him. Peter Watts, I asked him what his achievements were and he said none. He hasn't done anything yet. Well, here he is leading his heat of the Australia title and actually starting to pull away. Lenny Bates gets a tap from Sankey. They sort themselves out and they both lose out to Jamie Jennings. Jennings gets a tap, brings it back, sorts it out again. A little tap doesn't worry Jennings. Troy Polly's in trouble there as he tries to get around the outside of Sankey. Polly now, he's moved up on the tail there of the 25 car. Chris Broome now runs around Sankey, around the inside that is. Polly tries to make it three wide. They come round. These guys aren't mucking around here. And there's a black and white on Sankey. Timmy Sankey's picked up a black and white flag. Polly still trying to work his way through. But have a look at Peter Watts. He's actually streaking away. And around they go, Polly. Troy Polly backs it off the track. He's in trouble there. So Peter Watts is out in front. Timmy Sankey's got his black and white flag. He knows he's got it this time, I'd say. So Wattsy's out there in the lead. Jamie Jennings in second place, the bad boy in the 15 car. Third spot is Lenny Bates Jr. As Troy Polly didn't get the passing flag that time around. He's about to get lapped now. Polly, oh, we've got one around. Will he get out of the way? He grabs reverse. Jonathan Oliver backs it out of the way. He's given someone a big punt with the front of that car by the looks of it. It's that's a rearranging of a big guy in the front. Here comes Jamie Jennings now. He's got Peter Watts' measure. He's hot on his tail. Watsy's going to have the slower car. Jennings has got him already. Up the inside, Watsy's not going to give in this easy. Watsy comes in, shuts the gate. The passing flag will come out this time around on Oliver. Oliver gets the passing flag. Watsy runs out wide. Jennings is hot on his tail. Jennings is not going to back off. He's not known for being chicken, I can assure you. Lenny Bates has picked up a spot too. Jennings has given Oliver the hurry up. And all this time, Lenny Bates Jr. has moved right up on their tail now. Back and forth. And here goes Jamie Jennings now. Round the outside goes Jennings. And does it easy too. Jamie Jennings, the bad boy, as his dad affectionately knows him. But he can drive, don't you worry about that. Peter Watts, he's still hanging on to second spot in this, the second heat of the Australian Bomb Disposals sponsored street stock title. Lenny Bates Jr., he's hanging in there in third spot. The white flag will come out next time around. 2 laps to go. Chris Broome back there in fourth. Timmy Sankey's in fifth spot. Here comes Lenny Bates Jr. now. He's having a go at Peter Watts. Lenny Bates Jr. round the outside. Bates, he's got his measure, I think. Lenny Bates Jr. They come round. There's a bit of a hassle there. Lenny Bates Jr. Watts, he's not going to give in that easy. He'll drop down and try and take the inside runner now. Watts is not going to get out Foxed, or is he? As he taps him, sorts him out. They straighten themselves up, sort themselves out. Is there going to be a run to the line? I reckon Bates will get him. Checkered flag goes to Jamie Jennings. Lenny Bates Jr. to the line they come. Watsy's got him. Watsy's got him. Bates Jr. turned in on him. I don't know what the steward will do there, because for my money, Watsy wasn't going to let him go. They were having a niggle at each other. We'll see what happens there from the steward. They're both having a bit of a dib. But over the line comes Troy Polly to get his points. But yeah, they were definitely having a bit of a go there. Peter Watts turned in on him, so it'll be interesting to see what the steward has done out of this little lot. And Troy Polly, of course. Gray's there as they come around, looking good for a start. And it's Heinrich to lead away. Heinrich gets away very nicely. Heinrich from Stuart Campbell into second spot. Craig Templeton will move around into third spot as they go down the back. Daniel Scott in the 17 car gets left behind. And the Riley, I think, no, it's not Riley. Riley's in the 28 car. Dale Riley. The 21 car, that's Mark Jennings. That's the one I was looking for. Mark Jennings. Riley's down low, trying to find his way around. Gray in the 72 car. Dean Gray now with a big run, Gray, but he's a long way back to catch our leader. That's the flying Steve Heinrich. South Australia won in the Commodore, but he's got Stuart Campbell. Stuart, the son of the late Ian Campbell, who was the commentator for many years. Have a look at Mark Jennings in the 21 car, the little Centura. These cars do not handle very well at Speedway. 3 cylinders hang over the front end of this car. It's very taily and a real handful to drive, but Mark Jennings, he's not known as Wild Child for nothing as he comes down the outside of the New South Wales 37 car of Matty McClure. So Matty McClure now, and Jennings has got a problem. His problem's fixed. He's back out on the track again. Will it stay good or not? Heinrich leads though. Heinrich leads from Stuart Campbell. Campbell back to Craig Templeton. No, Mark Jennings has got a problem. Dale Riley's got a problem. He's hit the infield as well. Dean Grays, he's back there in 5th position at this stage with, he's done a tyre. Bad luck there for Mark Jennings has done a tyre there, and he'll sit there, come out to get his points at the end, but the battle is back here in the fourth, 5th and 6th position, as Daniel Scott keeps the pressure up to Dean Gray. Our leader, Stevie Heinrich, he's pulled out nicely, he's away. Stuart Campbell, Craig Templeton starting to turn the pressure up on him. Starting to get onto his tail a bit and put a bit of pressure on him as they go down the back straight again. Campbell, our leader, hasn't got a worry in the world. All he's got to do is keep this thing going. He's South Australia won. Rooftop number 42. Stuart Campbell has got the pressure on him. There's a go now. Daniel Scott sticks his nose in. Has a go. Gray gets in. Gray's got the inside running now on McClure, the New South Wales car. Dean Gray, the Tassie, gets through with a Victorian. A South Australian leads from a Victorian, another Victorian. Then we've got a Tassie, a New South Wales, and a Victorian. Campbell gets a little bit crossed up down there in turns 1 and 2. In the 34 car. So Stuart Campbell still hanging on. He's not going to catch this leader unless something horribly goes wrong. Craig Templeton in the 39 car tries to hang in there. In third spot, I can't see him pulling Campbell back now. The laps are starting to count down. Back at the field, we've got Daniel Scott. He's not that far behind. We've got 2 laps to go now as they come round, and Daniel Scott, he's slowed. Something's gone wrong. Now he's come good again. He's having mechanical problems as well. The white flag will come out this time for Stevie Heinrich as they come around the top corner. Stevie Heinrich will take the white flag. That's how the Australia 1 car doing it easy. Second place now is Stuart Campbell in the 34 car. 39 is Craig Templeton. 72 is Dean Gray. That's Tassie car. 37 is Matty McClure, and Daniel Scott brings up the rear in the roof number 8 car. Checkered flag though for Stevie Heinrich. Second place, Stuart Campbell. Third place, Craig Templeton. Fourth place to Gray. Fifth place to the 37 car. And our last 2 cars come over the line to pick up their points. But our leader did it very easily. Steve Heinrich takes the win from the 34 car in second. Velodes. The Lots. Looking good for a start as they come round this time. This is Heat 2C. The green drops Mick Dan and the big Charger. Looking for a run there. Mick Dan's still got the line. The Charger though, round the outside. Has the Charger got the grunt? Mick Dan's got a problem. He's getting pushed. They sort themselves out. Damien Murley in there doing a bit of push and shoving too. They sort it. But Sankey, have a look at Sankey. Oh, there's a big tangle up. And Timberlake's caught out. Rick Sankey won't be happy about that. Rick Sankey got a dream run then. Through the field Sankey came, and Adam Timberlake got tangled up. Don't know what happened, will we? As they come round looking for a start. Sankey, we've got Mick Dan, we've got Daniel Barton, we've got some good drivers. But it's Rick Sankey. Rick Sankey will lead them away in the King Street panels. Bomb Disposal 68 car sporting the roof number 4. Daniel Barton, Mick Dan, Daniel Barton now looking for a run up the inside of the 33. That's Damien Murley, the local boy there. Barton, Mick Dan's running out wide there. Murley's got the inside line there. He'll try and go round. Barton cannot find a way around at the moment. Murley gets crossed up. Barton looking for a run down the inside. Barton now's got the jump up the inside. No, he can't go on with it. Now he's got his chance. Murley's gone out wide. Murley's still running wide. But Barton, now he's got the inside running. But Murley's car is no slouch. Murley's car is very quick as he hangs on. But Sankey, fresh air, and Sankey's happy. He's gone. Rick Sankey. Down the back, we got a problem with the 14 car. Now that's the Jenkins car. 14. Mick Dan, the Bomb Disposals car, still hanging on to second. Murley trying to find a way around the outside of Mick Dan. Mick Dan hanging on to second. Daniel Barton now, he's got Murley. Barton's got him. He'll crowd him out, keep him out wide. Daniel Barton's a pretty shrewd little operator. Yes, put him out in the loose stuff, making him lose a bit of ground. Now Barton and Dan, these guys are teammates. They're Bomb Disposal teammate car, so they won't rough each other up. And Daniel Barton now, he's 3 times SSAV champion. He's got Mick Dan there, chasing hot on his heels. And Murley out 4 wide as he tries to come around, works his way. Barton, Dan. When they pull the helmets on, they may be teammates, but they certainly race flat out. They know each other's styles, they know all the tricks too. They're only young guys, these 2 blokes in their early 20s. But Daniel Barton now's cranked the car up. He's got it going. He shares a lot of sequence with Rick Sankey, our leader. So he know all about Sankey's car. Someone's gone bang now. What was that? Was it a stone hit the commentary box, I think? Or was it a bang? Doesn't look like any of the cars' tyres have gone off. So handling hasn't changed on any of these cars. Sankey doing it easy. Barton in the Bomb Disposal 9 car. Dan in the Bomb Disposal 92 car. Murley. Then we're back to the 48 car of Mavis. Valdez, the 18 car. Shane Howard. We've got a couple on the infield there. 63 cars pulled out, and the 14 car. That's Bob Wakefield. And of course, Jenkinson. As they go through, laps counting down now. Sankey is thinking, when's this going to end? Sankey, as he goes around, they'll be coming, should only be a couple more now. There should be 3 more laps. The whistle has not gone, so there'll be 3 more laps. There's Mick Dan now. driving the high line. Daniel Barton's got away from him. Daniel Barton, he won't catch Sankey at 3 laps away. Sankey's going. But then again, Mick Dan's not going to catch him either. Burley might get him 2 laps to go this time. Burley might just pick up Mick Dan if he makes a mistake, but Mick Dan driving a very tidy line. Mick Dan coming out nice and wide on the corners to make Murley go round the hard way, shutting the gate as they come down the back straight. Here's Murley now, he's going to have a dip there. Down the back straight, looking if he'll have a go. Daniel Barton's actually picking Sankey up. Daniel Barton really starting to pull Sankey back in as they come around Merlin. Right on the tail of Mick Dan too. So we'll have a run to the line. Daniel Barton, he's off and running. He's only 2 car lengths behind him. And Murley's got Mick Dan. Murley and Mick Dan. Murley's getting crossed up. Mick Dan, will he get him? Murley and Sankey takes the win by a car. Oh, Murley's gone round. Dan will pick up the pieces. Murley lost it on his own. Dan picks it up, gets his 3rd spot. Murley for 4th. Shane Howard 5th and 6th. So there was a good race, that one, where Sankey over the line comes Bob Wakefield. Over the line comes Jenkinson. It is Jenkinson. So Sankey would be happy with that. The win to Sankey. Daniel Barton in the 2nd spot. 3rd place will go to Mick Dan in the 92 car. And I think young Murley just outdrove himself, put it in the big wave. Evans, Little Hales, Elsie. They come around looking good for a start. The green flag has dropped. And it's a Northern Territory Darren Job, a big run from the outside all the way around. The yellow flag will come out down the back straight, and the yellow flag will, because of Darren Job breaking the start. Am I right? Yeah, the steward's head's going up and down the right direction. So Darren Job in the Northern Territory 1 car broke the start. I could see that happening before the green flag. We have not got a race. Standing where I am, I'm looking straight through his bum. And I couldn't see that one. Right, we'll try this all over again. They come round, green flag at the ready. This time Elsie's broken, but the green dropped. The green had dropped, so he's got out there. And Elsie's away. Darren Job looking for a run around. Go on there. Wayne Cullinane, get yourself going there. The big valiant, he's got caught in now. He's got the run. We've got the 29 car, Simon McClure on the infield. Will he get back out again? They come around. Who's going to cop the flag? It's Elsie. Elsie got the black and white flag this time. Cullinane's back in 4th spot. Have a look at Brad McClure. From the back of the pack, McClure's up in the 3rd spot already. Brad McClure, as I said, watch this kid go. He loves the traffic. Can he drive when he gets in there? Darren Job throws the tail out. He's got the job in front of him to catch Elsie. But Elsie doesn't know Brad McClure's hot on the tail of Darren Job. And Wayne Cullinane. Have a look at Job now. Guess that car sideways. Beautiful. And there goes McClure looking for a run around the outside. Job goes up high. Shuts the gate on him. They come down. Job, McClure. Now he's got a problem as he sees that. Brad McClure now looking for a run out the outside. Wayne Cullinane comes in and McClure's line is gone. McClure gets hustled out high. But it was a bad decision on Brad McClure's spot as to where he was on the track. Cullinane now starts to wind the big valiant up. Elsie and Job for the run down the outside. All these front 2 keep battling. Cullinane's picking up the spots. Cullinane got that valiant absolutely singing as he runs down now. Cullinane looking for a run up the inside. Darren Job will go high. Elsie's down low. Cullinane comes in. Job's around the outside trying to go. Cullinane now right on his tail. Cullinane, this is a race, this one. Cullinane's low. Elsie's in the middle. Job's up high. And Brad McClure's back into it. They've got a back marker in front now. Simon McClure has Job now. Picks his, tries to box him in. They go free wide. And Job, Elsie, Job's got the line. Job gets him. He read that beautifully. Someone's going to get a black and white. No, they're not. I thought he was going to pick up a flag then. They come round. Cullinane. McClure's back in. Darren Job. Brad McClure's got Cullinane now. Cullinane's got a problem. Oh, no, there goes me money to the infield. This is no good. Cullinane in the infield. But Brad McClure, he's in there now. He's on Elsie's tail. Starts to turn the wig up on Elsie. Elsie's out wide. McClure's down low. McClure's got his line, but Elsie's not going to give in that easy. They go down McClure. Elsie pulls down on him as they come out of that corner. Elsie seen he was there and shut the gate. McClure lost a lot of ground out of that little deal. Darren Job out in front. Elsie goes through. No flags for Elsie, so he's got away with it. McClure stuck his nose in there. Elsie shut the gate. Oh, Cullinane in the infield. This is no good for me. Scott Bull's in the 4th spot now. Then we've got Des Littlehales. Then we go back to Evans. Evans back to 16. That's the Euston car. And it's Brad McClure now. Can he pick up Elsie again? Elsie is the current Victoria 3 champion. Brad McClure. He's a peddler, all right, young McClure, but he's got to really get that car peddling now to pick up these leaders. 2 laps to go. I don't think he can do it. So Darren Job out in front end, doing it easy at this stage. Darren Job, can't see him losing this one. Elsie's in, having a go again. Elsie's starting to pull away from McClure. McClure has got to turn the wick up a bit harder if he wants to catch him. Elsie's done it. He's really got it flying, trying to pick up Job. He's throwing that car, and have a look. He's almost on his tail now. He's seen the white flag. Job's got a car link, 2 car links down the back straight. Darren Job, he's going to hang on, I'd say. Elsie, I don't think he'll pick this one up. He's trying hard though, Elsie, but he's not going to do it. And he will finish 2nd. 3rd place will go to Brad McClure from the back. 4th place will be Scott Bull, hung in there nicely to pick up 4th. 5th place to Desi Littlehales, Evans, and then the 6th car. So Desi Littlehales with 5th. 5th I should say. 6th place goes to Evans. 7th place will go to the 16 car of Wayne Houston. In the Darwin title, 2nd in the Catherine point score for 97.98 as they come round. Looking good for a start. The flag's down, they're off early. They go on Pike for the run. Pike around the outside, will he hang on? Pike, Holland. Pike's got it. Pike's through. They sort themselves out. The green stays on. We've got no stoppage, and 32 car started up the front, has put himself, Chris Evans, into the fence almost. But it's Pike out in front from Holland. Holland then back to Brad. The 49 car is, I've lost him. We've got one going around up there. Who is it? He grabs the gear and gets going, so he must have done it himself. They were all told if they spun out of their own accord. Kennedy, Brad Kennedy, he's up in the 2nd spot. Now Holland's back in the 1st. 41 straight into the back of the other car. Nowhere to go is Anthony Coxhead. Coxhead tried to get around, and Peter Lincoln's made the big move now all the way up the 3rd spot. Coxhead's tangled up now. 77 is a punt. 1, 2. They sort themselves out. We're under yellow. They've come under the line. We're under yellow. So Holland in all kinds of drama there. The 41 car, he's copped the black and white, but he had nowhere to go. He's copping rear of field, so he's copped it. Right, the boy from Darwin leads them down. The green flag's down. He leads them away too. 78 car. Lenny Pike, he's out in front. He's got Kennedy though. Brad Kennedy crawling all over the back of him. Peter Lincoln's picked up that spot without a worry in the world. He's up in the 3rd. Peter Lincoln, the Lincoln boys have been around racing a long time. Ex-super sedan drivers in Australia. Oh, and Lenny Pike almost loses it. Gets very sideways. Loses a lot of ground. Peter Lincoln right on his tail now. Peter Lincoln trying to work his way. Which way will I take him? He looks for the outside run. Switches to the inside. He's not going to let him get away with too much. Right there if they make a mistake. As long as they don't make it in front of him. He comes round low now, looking for a way up the inside. Kennedy runs out wide. Mike still hanging on nicely. Then we go back. So I'm trying to pick up the number of that. That's Gibbs, I think, in the 22 car. Gibbs, and then the pick these back on Lincoln. Yes, it's Gibbs in the 22 car. Then the 41 car of Coxhead comes through. Coxhead got put rear of field. He's picked up 3 spots so far as he starts to make his way back up through the pack. Peter Lincoln, this is where the battle is. These front 3, this is close racing. As close as you'll ever see. There's they go now as he gets up the inside. Kennedy, Brad Kennedy is about to take the lead off Pike. Kennedy, and here comes Lincoln. Lincoln's going to move up 2nd spot. It's on the line for Lincoln. Lincoln's got the, 2 wheels. We get a bit of daylight under that car. Brings it back down again. I'm pretty sure That was on the video because the camera was looking straight that way. These guys are trying hard. This track's starting to get hooky. Redline's pretty well known for cars that do fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Peter Lincoln now up in the second spot. He sets after Brad Kennedy now. Kennedy doing a fine job out there in the lead at this stage. Picked it up pretty easy and hanging on. Brad Kennedy all the way over from West Australia. So they're two West Australian cars in the top three at this stage. Peter Lincoln, the Victorian, in the middle of them. Car sitting beautiful on the track. They've got 2 laps to go this time round. There's Peter Lincoln now. Can he peg back Kennedy? Kennedy's absolutely flying. Coxhead's back in fifth spot at this stage. As they come round, we've got the 22 car there of Gibbs. Back in 4th position. A white flag comes out for Kennedy. Lincoln. He's starting to lose touch there. Peter Lincoln, Kennedy starting to put a bit of air between him and Peter Lincoln. I think Peter Lincoln knows he can't peg him back, so he'll just sit safely in 2nd spot. Down the back straight for the last time they go. And it's Kennedy with the win. Peter Lincoln takes out the 2nd spot. 3rd place will go to Pike. 4th place to the 22 car. 5th to 41. 6th place to the 5 car. Then Berry in the 58 car in 7th, and bringing up the rear is the Holland. Comes over the line, gets his points. That's the way the guys have all woken up. Make sure you get over the line and pick up your points. So as I said, West Australia now. This final's going to be... We've got a start. McClure gets away very nicely. Finlay goes with him. Finlay looking for a big run around the outside of Little Hales, and he's quick enough too. Have a look at him as he comes round. Finlay and Murley into the side of the 76 car. Straightens it up. I reckon he'll pick himself a flag up out of that little deal. As he comes through, Murley, he's really throwing caution to the wind here as he throws that little Cortina around. And the black and white was coming out for him, but he went through that quick, they couldn't get it on him. Brad McClure though, out in front. Brian Finley in a second. Desi Littlehales. Here comes Murley now with a run around the outside of Littlehales. And as I said, he's going. He's out driving himself again. Running up right on the wall. He'll bring himself undone. Daniel Scott in the 17 car making a run now, the 8 group number. Daniel Scott, as he makes a run, he's up on the back of Desi Littlehales, trying to get around Littlehales. Can't get past him at this stage. Murley throws it in around Littlehales. Daniel Scott comes in. Sets the car up. Scott's going to get a good run through here. Daniel Scott, he's around the outside of Littlehales this time. I think Daniel Scott, I don't know whether that flag was on Murley or Scott picked up one as well. But Daniel Scott now sets out after Murley as our leader, Brad McClure, doing it easy out in front. And the track looking absolutely magnificent at this stage. Daniel Scott's down low, he's going to get Murley. He's got Murley up the inside. Murley will have to go around the hard way now. As Scotty runs around, he's got him. Keeps him out there. Murley's not going to give him that easy though. Down the back straight they go, and this is where the battle lies. Back here with the Daniel Scott-Murley battle. The flag's coming out again, the black and white, and it's on. Daniel Scott got the flag that time. I don't know what for. I thought it was a pretty clean pass myself, but anyway, I'm not allowed to stew it tonight, they told me. Down the back straight, Scott's got away. He's got away from Murley now. Gets the big car a little bit untidy as he comes round. Brian Finlay still on the move, but he's got Daniel Scott hot on his tail. Daniel Scott now looking for a way around Murley. Around Finlay, I should say. Daniel Scott makes a move, sits on the outside of him, tries to find a way around him. Finlay throws the tail, and Murley up the back of Scott with a big shunt. Into the back of Scott goes Murley. Murley now with a run. Daniel Scott trying to get around the outside. He's been shut out. Murley's moved into it. Finlay, Murley. Finlay's gone wide. Scott's got to the inside run again. Scott up the inside. Murley. They're locked together. Now they come apart again. Murley. Scott goes through. This is where the battle is. Someone's gone off over the other side. I didn't see who did that. We're too busy watching this battle with the rest of them here. As our leader, Brad McClure, comes through again, the 24 car. Then we've got Murley, then we've got Daniel Scott. Then it's Finlay. Finlay's dropping off the pace. There goes a panel off the side of Scott's car up against the fence. It's only fiberglass by the looks of it. As there's 3 car wide, they come round 3 cars wide. As our leader tries to find a way through. He gets through McClure this time. The whistle blows. Murley's still got Daniel Scott hot on his tail. Brad McClure's boxed right in. He gets out now. McClure's through. The white flag will come out this time. As this pack of 3 cars is going to cause drama with second and third as they come round. And the passing flag. Here's Murley. Scott looking for a run up the inside again. Murley, Scott. This is a battle for second spot. They've got 3 slow cars on the last lap. Murley and Scott, which way are they going to go? Here's our leader now, takes the checkered flag. Murley's through, Scott's through, Murley runs out wide. Daniel Scott, they got slower cars. Where are they going to go? Murley's through, second place to Murley, third place to Scott. Fourth place will go to Finley. Now that was a race and a half there between the 2 cars for the minors. Good and grip 8, no grip 33. So, out there in the 34, he's had a couple of seconds, I think, or a second and a third, as they come around for a start. Bit draggy, the green flag drops, Peter Lincoln's away nicely. But they will go yellow. Peter Lincoln very quick off the mark there, the rest of the field got pretty straggly. So they'll come up, and who hasn't seen the yellow? It's Stuart Campbell, almost didn't see it. Coming around this time, looking good for a start. They've got a green. And Peter Lincoln gets away nicely. Peter Lincoln leads them away down the back straight. Dale Riley sits in second there. We got Peter Watts making a name for himself there. He was a nobody, he told me in the pits before, but he's doing quite well. Peter Lincoln picks up a black and white flag for the start. Now my understanding is the pole car sets the start. So anyway, maybe the start's a bit too quick for the steward. But down the back straight goes Peter Lincoln. Watsy sitting back there in 4th spot. Lenny Pike is in 3rd spot at this stage. As they come around, we've got a slower car there running into each other. There's Stuart Campbell trying to get himself back on track after running up the back of a couple of the slower cars. Campbell got himself boxed in. Now Len Pike's having a run around the outside. And here comes Jamie Jennings looking for the way through, trying to find that hole. Jamie Jennings working around. This pack's a bit big for him. He just can't quite see where to go. He's every line he picks, someone tries to cover him. We've got a rollover. Over there it's Normie Gravestock by the looks, sitting on his roof. How did he do that? Normie doesn't usually go quick enough to tip upside down, but obviously found a way. So Normie's in the car. They're just making sure that he is all right. Well, it's not Normie Gravestocks, it's the 14 car. Sorry, it's not Norm at all. My apologies, Norm. It's the Jenkinson car. So not sure what happened there, but Jenkinson, she's obviously dug in somewhere and she's flipped over. Down the back, we've got Normie Gravestocks as they come around, looking good for a start. And we're off. Lincoln gets away very smartly this time, as does Jennings. Jennings picks up Lenny Pike. Straight away off the mark, Jamie Jennings, as I said, he wouldn't sit back there for too long. Keep your eye on the car in 3rd spot at the moment, Jamie Jennings, because he likes to be up the front. As he goes down the back, Peter Watts driving brilliantly, but Jennings now sticks the nose in, has a look at Watts, gives him a rattle, gives him another rattle, lets him go. So Watts, he's not going to take any marking around, he'll hang in there, but now he's been rattled. Jennings now sticks the nose in, no he doesn't. Tries to have a go, can't get into it at the moment. Peter Watts has got the one, and have a look at Stuart Campbell starting to get the Falcon crank right up. Watts, he must be backing off. Campbell's come through. Stuart Campbell's picked up a spot there. He's up in a 4th spot now, Stuart Campbell. Might have picked himself up a black and white flag too. Jamie Jennings now, he's on the back quarter of Watts, he sets him up for the corner. Campbell under brakes, comes in real quick. Jennings, Watts, Jennings. And Stuart Campbell picked up the black and white flag. Campbell I thought he might have picked one up. Jennings is working over Watts now. Can he hang on? Wattsy down the back straight's got the legs. Jennings tucks out behind him. Wattsy dives back in again. Here comes Campbell, very quick into the corner. Campbell, very quick into the corner as he comes around. Stuart Campbell. You notice the car's painted up the same as Brad McClure as he runs out of the same stable as Brad McClure. and car gets along quite nicely as he's up there with Jennings. Jennings now's got Watsy. Have a look. Under brakes, shut the gate on Watsy. Had nowhere to go. Stuart Campbell's moved through. Peter Lincoln, he's got a race on his hand now. Chris Lincoln. Car seems to be slowing. The Peter Lincoln car just sounds like it's slowing a little bit. Campbell's in there. Watsy's not given in yet. Jamie Jennings, Watsy. Jennings is in the wall. Watsy's tagged him. They've got through. Jennings went out wide a little bit too hard. Kissed the wall, and Watsy's got him. And Campbell's picked up a black and white flag again. I don't know. Peter Lincoln's got a problem. The motor's fluttering real bad. Whoa, big rollover. Big over and over and over. And over, I don't know, 6, 7, maybe 8 times. That was a big one. Who's the car? I can't quite pick him at the moment. We'll just see if we did have that on replay there, but that went over and over and over.
Number?
15.
20?
15. Right, because Jamie was the winner of the Tri-City for Street Stocks overall this year. 5th in the 99 over in Tassie at the title last year, and many crashes he's got written down here. Sponsored by Bob Jane T-Marts, Peter Jennings Pumps and Kerry Jennings Auto Electrician. And Peter Hearn bought him into Calcutta. Well, your $65 is not real good at the moment there, but knowing the Jenningses, they will fix it. They usually do. So let's hope Jamie's okay. Stuart Campbell behind him, then it's Watsy. Then we go back to Pike. Lenny Pike, the green drops. Peter Lincoln's away nicely again. The action will come from behind as Campbell now. Stuart Campbell's going to have a go. No, he's not. He didn't get the right line. Peter Lincoln, he's gone. Peter Lincoln, he's off and running. Pike's out against the fence back in 4th spot. Watts is still hanging in. Campbell's going to have a go. He's trying. He wants to get a win. The 2 laps to go now. The Lincoln car's breaking down. Peter Lincoln's car's breaking down. Oh no, Peter Lincoln, he wouldn't be happy about that. It's come good again. Have they put fuel in it? It's breaking down again. Peter Lincoln, whatever the problem is, he will not be happy. The white flag's come out. He's still hanging on to 2nd, but only just. Watsy's got him now. He's back into 3rd. That would be the most frustrating feeling for a driver. He's led all the way and the field's just gone round him. Bar 1, Norby Gravestocks. Now it's come good again. Peter Lincoln down the back straight. Will it hang on? I don't think so. The win will go to Stuart Campbell. Takes the win. 2nd place to Watsy. 3rd place, poor Peter Lincoln. I feel sorry for him. Pike gets 3rd. 4th place will go to the 37 car there of McClure. 5th to Lincoln. Wouldn't that rot yourself? But, Jamie Jennings with me at the moment. Jamie's always a pretty hard peddler, mate. You won 2 heats and you had the biggest rollover of all times last night.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened there, but I've been told I got a little bit of a helping hand, but that's racing, and I just hope tonight I can go out and get a couple of more wins and start off pole, and it should be all sweet.
Well, looking at your car now, and I think the camera shot can pick up a bit of the car there. This car was a real mess last night. You went over 8 times that I counted. I went on a replay on the video where you got 8 times, I think, so it was pretty awesome, the rollover. But with the 2 wins, you're still up there in the points. You're starting at the moment, out of 12 at the moment, you're in 12th position, so drop your worst round, it could be your rollover, mate.
Yeah, I hope that's the situation. I start out of 9 in the first heat tonight, so if I can get in the first 3 there, and then I start out of 2 in the next one, so if I can get up in the placings, it should be good then.
Yeah, well, your 2 will make it pretty easy, I'd say, because the car definitely on song. The motor's still sweet after the little tip over?
Yes, we had a little checked out today, and yeah, it's still all running sweet, so should be good.
Yeah, well, Mark's car, take it down a tip?
Yeah, I think it's a bonfire for later on tonight.
Right, the other Jennings car unfortunately slammed the wall big time, and Centuras do not take hits into the wall. Couple of blokes to worry. Daniel Barton up the top there, you reckon he's going to be a worry?
Yes, he's always a hard charger. Last year he qualified well, but in his 5th heat he did exactly the same as what I did last night. We got it out on the track, then it broke again in the final, so he had bad luck, but yes, he will be hard to track down.
Yeah, for sure. Just talking to Todd Orton before, he's had a reasonable run, a win, a 2nd, and he dropped the ball joint and did not finish. He dropped his worst round, which he's already done, I'd say. He's still the man to beat. He's the defending champion.
Yes, Toddy's always a hard charger, so yeah, you can't always count him out, even though he might be having a bit of bad luck.
Right, now after all the hard work, they tell me you didn't leave the track till 3 o'clock this morning putting this back together. Who would you like to thank?
Just all my pit crew, Handy Sam, Bubba, Mum, Dad, Mark, and just everyone that's helped me out. They've been great. All the other competitors have helped us out and offered us all the goods and that we needed, so I just, can't thank everyone enough.
No worries, well all the best for tonight, and let's hope we see you up there on the podium.
Yeah, with a bit of luck I can...
The green flag is down. We've got a race very slow off the mark. Very slow. 48 car moves over and gets to Robbie Gorman. If you want to come through, come through. Robbie Gorman's in there. Round the outside goes Mick Dan. Robbie Gorman gets the gate shut on him. Mick Dan's there. Now Robbie Gorman goes, and Robbie Robbie Foe, I'll get it right. Robbie Foe's in there, comes down on Robbie Gorman. Put a bouncing and shoving going there, Robbie Gorman. They sort themselves out. Robbie Foe. Down the outside he goes. Robbie Gorman trying to get around. Robbie Gorman might have picked himself up in black and white there. There's Robbie Foe now. Sets him up. Off the wall comes Robbie Gorman. Foe's into the side of Gorman that time. Robbie Gorman straightens it up again. He's got a problem. His front end's written off. Robbie Gorman's front end is written off. Yeah, Robbie Gorman's in all kinds of dramas there with his front end. I don't know. I've seen the black and white come out for Robbie Gorman, but there might have been a reason for it. Something broke in the front. So I don't think he'll get his black and white now because he's now. We got the green flag about to drop. It's down. We got a race. Dan gets away nice. Robbie Foe though. Looking for a way around the outside goes Foe. Robbie Foe. Dan's going to go with him all the way. Keep him up there. But Robbie Foe, the car is quick down the back straight. Mick Dan goes with him. They throw it in pretty hard. Mick Dan's got the line though. He'll stay down low. Robbie Foe, he's not going to give in. And Mick Dan's car bounces out. Comes off the bump. Robbie Foe, round the outside. Foe's going to get him this time. And Robbie goes around in the 11 car. Mick Dan there. The car track's starting to get hooky now. They're starting to bounce around a bit. As they go down the back straight, Robbie Foe's gone wide, Mick Dan's down low again. The car, let's see, hope it doesn't bounce as much as it did before. Mick Dan's going with him all the way. And Donegan's got back into it again. In first spot, Mark Donegan. He's hanging on. Robbie Foe's got him this time as he comes around. And the Donegan car, the Chittick-powered Falcon, the two Chittick motors, second and third of this. Robbie Foe's car pushing badly as he goes out wide there. Brings it back around though. Different lines, different cars. You can see the Ford and the Holden, totally different lines as they go around. But this front three, this is a good race here. Robbie Foe, Mick Dan and Mark Donegan. Back in the pack, the 38 car starting to make a move there. Yeah, that's the Evans cars. Trying to make a move there on Rodney Barraclough, but Barraclough hangs on as they go around. Mavis is back in fourth place there in the 26 car. Donegan still working all over the back of Mick Dan, I should say. Mick Dan's hanging on there. Robbie Foe gets a little bit crossed up. Dan picks up a bit of ground on him. The pressure's on as Mark Donegan now. Dan's down low. Dan's down very low as he gets around and grabs the lead. Dan, Robbie Foe goes through Mick Dan. Robbie Foe round the outside again. Dan's still there, hanging on. Robbie Foe down the back straight. It's a drag. Robbie Foe, Mick Dan, these three. This is brilliant racing, close and fast. They come around. Robbie Foe's out wide. Mick Dan's down low. Donegan's trying to find a way around. Robbie Foe, another run now around the outside. Dan's still hanging on down low as they go around the top again. These guys aren't giving in. This is a real battle now as they come down the back straight. Robbie Foe, Mick Dan. Dan goes in a little bit earlier than Foe. Foe pushes up high. Dan's got him. There's 2 laps to go. Dan's got the lead again. He runs him out high again. Robbie's not going to give in. And Mick Dan, Robbie Foe's back in front, puts his nose in front again. Mick Dan, he just can't seem to hang on to this lead because Robbie Foe keeps coming back at him. And Mark Donegan just hangs on there. They come around for the white flag this time. Mick Dan's down low again. Robbie Bowe's got him though. Robbie Bowe's got a car length on him. They tag each other. It's a racing incident. They get away with it. They go round. It's a run. Robbie Bowe. Mick Dan's down low. Dan, Bowe, down the back straight, side by side. Have a look at this. Robbie Bowe, Mick Dan, checkered flag. Mick Dan's going to win this. Mick Dan's down low. I think Mick Dan, no, Robbie Bowe. Robbie Bowe, Mick Dan, Robbie Bowe. By a car length. Robbie Bowe by a mudguard. From Mick Dan, Mark Donegan for third. Fourth place is the 26. That is the race of the night so far, that one. That was the race of the night. Brilliant there, and poor old Mark Donegan got third. He sat back and there was nothing he could do but try and wait for something to happen in front, and it didn't happen. 26 car of Giacometti is in for fourth, and then Barraclough fifth, and sixth place should be... With me now, I've got Robbie Gorman, current Victorian champion in the Radiators R Us car. Robbie had a mixed night last night there, doing reasonably well, but you had a win, a second a win, and it did not finish. Now, you did not finish was a bit of an altercation with the wall.
Yeah, I just hit the wall going down the back straight and got up a little bit high and had a bit of a coming together, and that happened, so it's not really a problem.
Yeah, well, you drop your worst round in this Australian title. You drop your worst round. Let's hope that's your worst round.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. That wasn't a major problem, as in to fix it, and hopefully that's our worst round, so we're looking good.
Yeah, no worries. Out there, who do you reckon's your real problem? We've got Daniel Barton, of course, he's absolutely flying. Young Campbell, he's a dark horse, and he snuck up there too. Who's your biggest worry out there?
Basically, anyone at 20, the 18 or 20 that get in are all going good. It's that competitive now that if anyone gets a break, they're gone, and yeah, it's just really good, tight racing, and anyone gets a break, they're out of there. Yeah,
for sure, Robbie. Now, how do you find the track out there? I've heard a few guys say go a little bit rough. I don't know. I've done a bit of track work myself, and I thought it was a pretty good track. How did you find it?
Our track was really good. You could run 2, 3 high. There was no ruts, so yeah, no, it was very good, very good.
No worries. Well, have you got any other sponsors you'd like to give a mention while we got you here?
Yeah, Radiators R Us, Seymour Engine Reconditioning, McDonald Performance, Broadford Trade Spares, Mahoney's Up Roads Auto Wreckers, and that's about it, I think. Thank you.
No worries then, Robbie. Well, all the best, and maybe the Vic one, you can just paint a bit of a map of Australia over it and make it an Australia one.
That'd be very nice, mate. Thank you.
Holland, 76. Looking good for a start. This is a nice, clean start as they come round. They're off and running. The green is down, and as they get away, the back marker's trying to get out. Kennedy with a big run right around the outside. He's 4 wide as they go round, and the yellow light will come on. Oh, there's one going round now. A big spin out. And he's picked the pieces up nicely. The yellow light come on, and Stewart was not happy with that. I don't know who's going to cop the black and white. No love lost between the 41 and Australia 1 there somehow, and who got the black and white? Right, as they come around, the green's down again. Let's see, Kennedy doesn't jump out 4 wide this time. Yes, he does. He's off and running. Lenny Bates in the middle. No, they'll settle for 3 wide as they go in the first time. They're trying to find themselves a hole. Kennedy's dropped down there. There's a big pack as they come out. Dangerous stuff when you're 3 wide. They sort themselves out. Kennedy's up the back of the bunch there, trying to come in. Bit of touching and pushing. Lenny Bates has been turned around by Kennedy. Kennedy's just taken out another one. Kennedy's got 2 so far. He took out Bates as well. We're going back to yellows. Complete restart. Brad Kennedy from Albany in West Australia. There was 2 cars went around in that, and I see Kennedy get both of them. So we'll see what the steward does out of this one. But achievements, he was 1 in West Australia, 2 Australian. He's had a 2. He's got a black and white flag on him. We'll have a complete... Lenny Bates wouldn't be... This is a pretty good field, actually. Barry Edwards in there. Todd Orton. They come around. Let's see how they go this time. They're off and running again. Lenny Bates slips up the middle. Holland goes out wide. Lenny Bates is sitting in there. Horton's 3 wide again. This is dangerous stuff when they're 3 wide. They come through. Coxhead's not backing off either. These guys are fair dinkum. This is an Australian title, and they're not backing off for nothing. Lenny Bates, they all get round for 1 full lap. We've got a lap down. Horton and Edwards are trying to find a way around the outside there of our pole sitter Morgan. Morgan there down the back straight. Horton out wide. Edwards in the inside. They're trying to work out how to get round Morgan. I think they'll take him on either side as they come round. Edwards up the inside. Morgan, they get slammed around, cars going everywhere. And Morgan's in all kinds of dramas. They sort themselves out. Stewart's going to let it go. Horton's in the lead. The Stewart hasn't pulled anyone up. Edwards had a clean line when he come into the corner. Morgan tended to come down on him, so the Stewart's let it go. The only one that got penalised, I think, was Morgan out of that little deal. As the dust rolls through the commentary box. Down the back straight again, Horton. Holland's pulled to the infield. He's got a problem. Todd Horton, though, Australia 1, defending title holder, goes through. Long sheet metal sponsoring the 41 car of Coxhead. Has moved right up. 22's in trouble. That's the Gibbs car. Anthony Gibbs heads for the infield. Barry Edwards, though, in the 66 car. He's going to keep Todd Horton honest. He's down low. He's looking for a run underneath him. Horton's out high. He's down low, almost on his tail now. And Barry Edwards is no slouch. He knows how to go. Andrew Coxhead's one of the guys, Anthony Coxhead, I should say, is one of the guys that's really starting to make his way in this field too. He's been going well all night. It is Andrew Coxhead. And he has been running, but here's Edwards now. He's going to give Horton a run in a minute. Horton will know he's there very shortly. Coxhead and Lenny Bates Sr. starting to come into it. The Bear sitting back in 4th spot. Edwards back there in 5th spot. Not Edwards, Kennedy, I apologise. Again, Kennedy's in 5th spot. And here's Edwards now up the inside of Horton. Edwards has got the line. Barry Edwards, Todd Horton, side by side. Seen a lot of racing like this tonight. Have a look at it. Down the back straight, side by side. Coxhead runs the Kennedy car out wide, and Lenny Bates sticks his nose in. There's Edwards. Edwards still having a go with Horton. They're not backing off for nothing up the front. We've got to battle both ends here. There's Coxhead's in trouble in the 41 car. Coxhead waves at the Chief Stewart. I didn't see what was happening. I was watching this battle up the front, but there's another battle going on further down. Barry Edwards still chasing this leader. Horton up the inside, trying to find a way through in the 66 car. We've got Kennedy up to 3rd. Bates is still in 4th. 25's moved up a spot now. There's the Chris Broome car. But Horton, Edwards, they're still having a go down the front here. 2 laps to go now. There's Horton and Edwards. Edwards up the inside still. They're trying to not touch each other, but Edwards has to back off. The gate got closed on him. Down the back straight for the second last time they go. Horton, Edwards trying to find a way around. He's going to have to take the outside line if he wants to do it this time. Horton still hanging on. Barry Edwards is not giving in. Kennedy's still up there in 3rd spot, not going to make an impression on anyone else, but he's still hanging in there. Down the back straight for the last time. Horton's going to hang on to this. Edwards will not get him, I don't think now. He's down low. He's not going to get him, and Todd Horton will hang on. The Australian champion wins it from Barry Edwards. 3rd place goes to Kennedy, the West Australian. Lenny Bates Sr. in for 4th. And then it's Broome, then Coxhead. Coxhead back to Morgan, back to Rod Berry. So that was a race and a half too, with the 20. Ready, Kapenko on pole, should get away nicely. Chase Kapenko, the big Ford, and Lloyd Wallace goes with him. Kapenko. Wallace around the outside. Wallace is going to get him, I think. Kapenko's hanging in there. Sankey's trying to find a way around through the field there. Can't get onto it. Kapenko is not giving in. Wallace is hanging in. Kapenko and Wallace, they're locked together as they come around. Kapenko, Wallace is not going to give an inch. Lenny Bates Jr. sitting down the back. And Sankey round the outside with a big run. Rick Sankey trying to get on. Wallace is not going to give in to Kapenko, and Wallace has got him now. Lenny Bates Jr., the little bear, sits back in 3rd spot. Lenny Bates is going to stick the nose in and have a go. We've got our Steve Heinrich South Australia 1, he's made a big move already. And come up through the field to the 4th spot. Sankey's back there in 6, trying to work his way around the outside. Sankey at the moment of the 35 car of Oliver. Sankey and Oliver down the back straight. Kopenko's in trouble. Kopenko's up high. Oliver, Sankey's going to have to back off. Sankey gets the hole in the middle there. And Oliver does the right thing, comes down low. Rick Sankey now with a run on Oliver. Sankey's up in the 4th spot. So Kopenko's got a real problem. The car's gone right off song. Our leader, though, is out in front, the 86 car. They're doing it nicely. Lloyd Wallace, but he's got little Lenny Bates right on his tail there. South Australia 1, Heinrich goes through, and Sankey's up in the 4th spot at the moment. Sankey's on a mission. He won his other one, and he's flying. We've got one on the infield there. I think that's Kopenko. It is Kopenko. As they come down, Lenny Bates Jr. trying to work over the back there of Lloyd Wallace. Wallace in the Commodore doing quite well. South Australia 1, but Sankey's the one to watch. Rick Sankey, he's really putting this car in big time. Crimmins is in trouble down the bottom there. Crimmins goes round, but Sankey, he's a man on a mission there. Rick Sankey back in 4th spot, trying to pick up these guys. He started off the back, and he'll be trying. Wallace is starting to get away from there. And have a look there at Heinrich. I don't know what happened there, but Heinrich was 2 car lengths inside the pole line. 2 car widths, I should say, inside pole. And Sankey's cooked it. Sankey's gone round. Don't know what he's done, but Sankey's lost it all on his own there, whether the tyres are gone off or he's blown a tyre, but that put pay. Here comes the Heinrich car, cutting pole again. Steve Heinrich, that's twice now he's done it. Whether the steward's going to keep his eye on him now. That's Sankey. He's back in a 6th spot. Sankey wouldn't be happy with this. Simon Jones and Crimmins having a battle down there. Lenny Bates is back in 2nd car. He's got the Heinrich car coming around now. Steve Heinrich, South Australia 1, trying to find his way around Lenny Bates. Heinrich picking the front wheel up as he goes round there. He's 3-wheeling that car now. Keep your eye on the South Australia 1 car. As he's going through the corners, that's picking a wheel up. So that's definitely hooking in. Good chance he might tip that over if he keeps this up, but he's definitely getting it out and hooking it in as he goes around turns 1 and 2. In he goes again, the front wheel popping off the ground again. See daylight, he's getting daylight both times. So the cameraman right onto this, our cameraman, watching exactly what's going on here, because this could be good. Our leader comes around to lap Simon Jones. We've got 2 laps to go there. As I think Heinrich's realised his problem, because he has backed off a little bit. He's still popping that wheel in the air as he goes around. Have a look at it. Still lifting. He's got 1.5 laps to go if he can keep it on its 4 wheels. The Tirana of Simon Jones doing the same thing. This track's getting black. It's going hard. As Lenny Bates goes up on Jones. Let's hope that Heinrich can keep it all together for the last lap. Heinrich goes around again, still popping that wheel. Sankey's moved up now. In a 4th spot, Rick Sankey's got back a couple of spots. Our leader comes around, a couple of back markers as he goes through to take the checkered flag. The 86 car, Lenny Bates is in there for 2nd. And South Australia 1 picks up the 3rd. Rick Sankey will get in for 4th spot. 5th spot to the 7 car. I think Crimmins will get around to get 6th place. So the 86 car, good win there for Wallace. A real good win. And Kopenko comes over the line, popped the tyre, Kopenko. So that was his problem there. 2nd place goes to Batesy, Lenny Bates Jr., the little bear. So Steve Heinrich, you can definitely can't say he won. Looking good for a start as they come around the greens down. Timmy Sankey leads him away. Robinson goes well. Elsie looking for a run. Daniel Barton's in there. Cullinane splits the pack in the middle there. Cullinane looking for a run through. Cullinane and Elsie backs off, does the right thing. Cullinane's up into 3rd place. So it's Timmy Sankey leads. Elsie, Cullinane, Daniel Barton. They come around for the 1st lap. And it's back to the 17 car, Jason Hayden. But have a look at these guys go. Elsie, Timmy Sankey, Elsie up the inside, having a run there. Tim Sankey, he's going to drop down, shut the gate on Elsie. They're both having a real go here. Cullinane, Daniel Barton, Elsie gives Sankey a tap. Cullinane's there, hanging on in the big valiant. Barton's in there in 4th spot. And these are the young guns. Jason there. We've got Scott Bull in the 51 car comes round. Craig Templeton gets tangled up there, and Adam Robinson started outside front. He's down the back. These guys aren't mucking around. This is real sheep station stuff. As Timmy Sankey hangs on, he's starting to pull away now from Elsie. Tim Sankey He's a boy on a mission, and he's only 21, so he's got a lot ahead of him yet. Elsie gets crossed up, loses a bit of ground. Barton's got Cullinane. Daniel Barton. We've got Robinson in the Cortina. Hit the fence or whatever, I didn't see it, but he's back on track now. As Sankey comes round, Elsie takes the high line. Barton's there. He's going to start to put the pressure on Elsie. Daniel Barton. He's another young bloke. I think he's only... And Barton's got him. Barton's got Elsie now. Elsie's gone wide. Cullinane's almost got him. Cullinane gets a little bit crossed up and has to bring it back. Elsie in there. These guys definitely hook it in. You wouldn't want to tip one over at this pace. This could be our quickest race because these guys are flying. If this goes the distance, Elsie puts it in real hard. The track's going black. These guys are going hard. But it's Timmy Sankey out in front. Tim Sankey, been a junior at Alexandra, come through the ranks, and a good little steerer. He's out in front. He's doing it nicely. He's getting away from Elsie. Barton's in a second spot. Elsie's back there in third spot. And Cullinane's hot on the tail of Elsie. Daniel Barton now, he's starting to turn the wig up. He'll be on Sankey's tail very shortly. Let's hope this back marker stays down low, doesn't do anything wrong. He comes round, Robinson's in trouble, he's gone. Robinson's out of the way, beautifully. The leader, Timmy Sankey, would be saying, thank you very much, Adam. That's all I needed, we should get right out of the way. So Robinson's back into it again. But he's nowhere near these lead cars. As he goes round there, here's a go, Daniel Barton and Sankey. He's starting to really turn the wick up now. As he comes up, he's in within a car length. Daniel Barton, these guys putting it in, he's down low, he's going to get him. Daniel Barton has taken Sankey beautifully. Sankey's hit the wall and ripped the front end of the car out. He's ripped the front end right out of that car. He's clipped the wall and you can see the front end go underneath it. Torn the lower control arms. I'd say the wheel's back behind the left-hand back door by the way that car landed. So I hope our cameraman got a bit of footage of that one because that was down there. Cullinane, he wasn't quite with him. Tyres are cooled down a bit. These cars getting a little bit twitchy there, Barton, as he goes up, but they'll soon get some warm back into him the way he's putting this car around. But Daniel Barton, he's been here and rolled over before today, so he'd be wary of that too, Barton, as he brings the car around. Elsie trying to find a line. Barton driving a beautiful line. They're starting to lift wheels, these guys. They're really trying hard. Barton there. Elsie's still going with him. Cullinane. Elsie's got a low line. Elsie's going to go. Is he going to go? There's 3 laps left to go now as they come around. 2 laps, would you believe? 2 laps to go. Can Daniel Barton hang on? He's got the capability there, Elsie. These cars starting to really jump around on this track. It's starting to get real hooky. Daniel Barton, the white flag will come out this time. Let's hope he don't go too hard and tip it over. Because as I said, he's been there and done that before. He takes the white flag. 1 to go for young Daniel Barton in the bomb disposal. Cullinane's in there in third place. Elsie's motor sounds like it's going to blow. There's a lot of rattling come out of that motor of Elsie's. As Cullinane's got him. Cullinane up the back straight. Elsie's motor's gone, I think. I think he's done it. The smoke's coming out. And I think Elsie's cooked it. Cullinane, Barton makes a win. Second place to Cullinane. And Elsie blown his motor, but he's over the line. Third place goes to the 39 car. Fourth place, I should say. Fifth place to 17. Sixth place to Robinson. No, it won't be sixth place. As they come around. But Daniel Barton, he's going to be one of the boys to beat tonight. We've got Cullinane. My money's starting to look better. Normie Fisher's sitting up here with a grin too because he's halves with me in this car. So he's got for a start. The green is down. Gray gets away nicely. Dean Gray. Shane Howard. Gray goes in there. Howard dives round. Howard's into Wakefield. Wakefield on the inside. They sort themselves out. And they're 4 wide as they come around again. Troy Polly's through. Have a look at this. They're 3 wide. The steward's going to let them go. They're still hanging it. Oh, 2 wheel and it goes. Dean Gray gets a lot of daylight under that. And that really looked good on the camera there. They come around. These guys are trying. The big charger from the West Australia done a tyre in his first heat. And he's hanging there. But Dean Gray, let's see how much daylight he can put under it this time as he brings it around a little bit more sedate. And brings it around nicely. Dean Gray will take the lead. Adam Timberlake is back there in 4th spot. Timberlake's hanging in there, but it's Dean Gray from Bob Wakefield. Bob Wakefield, then it's the, I think it's Howard, the Howard car, the 18 car. Then it's Adam Timberlake in the much shortened Falcon, but he's hanging in there nicely. In 4th spot, Timberlake. Then it's back to the 5 car. As they go around again, Bob Wakefield. We've got one into the wall up the top there. One into the wall. I can't see who it is. The Centura, Mark Jennings, is into the wall. Mark not having a good night. So Mark Jennings definitely not. This guy's an ex-Australian champion. He's won quite a few South Australian championships in the 21 car, and he's not having a good night tonight. Howard in behind him. Timberlake, the flag drops. Timberlake jumps nice and early, gets Howard straight away. Adam Timberlake moves up into third spot. Andrew Clayton having a go now at Howard, but he gets a little bit crossed up. But Bob Wakefield still hanging in there in the big charger. As he goes up, Dean Gray, though, he's off and running. Gray runs a very high line around that top corner. He likes to be up there, but it's paying off for him because he's getting around very smartly. There's Wakefield. Gray gets away from Wakefield now. We've got Darren Jobs made a move. He's moved up there into fifth spot at this stage. Darren Job. There's Shane Howard, gets a little bit crossed up. There's a bit of a bump and touch back in the pack there, but they sort themselves out. Darren Job works over the back now with Shane Howard. There's Dean Gray, still doing it nicely. Here comes Adam Timberlake. Adam Timberlake in a second spot. Young Adam, after he did not finish in that heat, that he got punted into the back and something went wrong. So Bob Wakefield tries to come back. Job's been touched, almost gets put in the fence by Howard. Darren Job, so Shane Howard there's about to pick himself up a flag. There's Darren Job come around and almost got put into the fence. And the steward definitely seen the flag come out. So Darren Job, he's a man on a mission there, trying to get round. It's down low. We've got, who's that one? I'm just trying to pick up the number now as he's come through up into fifth spot. Dean Gray, though, out in front, doing it nicely. Adam Timberlake, Darren Job, it's Troy Polly in the 43 car. Troy Polly having a real good go there in fifth spot at this stage and really getting it all together there, young Troy Polly. But Dean Gray's got Adam Timberlake starting to turn the wick right up now. He's starting to make a bit of pressure, put a bit of a move on him now, young Adam Timberlake. He's down low, and Dean Gray better watch himself because Timberlake now up the inside. Timberlake loses a bit of ground as he gets the tail out, but Dean Gray had really want to watch himself because Timberlake's on a mission. This is the son of Peter Timberlake, the super sedan driver for many years, and young Adam Timberlake doing a great job out there at the moment. He's down low again. He's going to have another go here. Can he get it to the ground and keep it going? No, he loses that car length as he comes out. Someone else is going to pick up a flag here. I didn't see what it was for because I'm still watching this. 2 laps to go in this, the last race of the night, as they come around. 2 laps to go. And I'll just watch who gets this black and white flag. And it is Troy Polly that's picked up the black and white flag. So whatever Troy Polly did. Back there, Darren Jobs still having a real go with Howard. Still trying to go. Darren Jobs up the inside of Howard this time. Shane Howard, Jobs through on him. They touch, he sorts himself out. He's up in the 4th spot as our leader goes through again. Dean Gray. Adam Timberlake in the 13 car, in a 2nd spot and really doing a great job. They come around, check it, flag time though, as Dean Gray brings the flying orange Falcon around for a win. To Dean Gray, Adam Timberlake, top drive there by young Timberlake. Bob Wakefield will be happy with that run. Darren Job got through, Howard, Troy Polly. So a real good run for that. But Dean Gray with the win from Adam Timberlake in 2nd. Bob Wakefield gets the 3rd spot. Darren Job in 4th, and I think the 18 car was down the back. Jamie Jennings, as the flag drops, we're away. And Lloyd Wallace, nice start there by the Commodore. Wallace, Sankey's down low. Wallace has got the jump though. Lloyd Wallace, Sankey's got the low line. Wallace, Kapenko into the back of Sankey. Sankey's still in 2nd. Kapenko lets him go. And Mick Dan loses a lot of ground there. Lenny Bates. Todd Orton trying to find a way around. Barry Edwards goes wide. Todd Orton's under him. Sankey looking for a way down. Kapenko still working the back of Sankey as they come down. But it's Lloyd Wallace from South Australia, our leader at the moment. In the 86 car, Lloyd Wallace, the South Australian boy. Kapenko hanging on to 3rd spot. Barry Edwards back in 4th. Lenny Bates in 5th. Todd Orton in 6th. Mick Dan, Jamie Jennings, Steve Heinrich. These guys all running high. This track's slippery. Sankey's lost his spot now. As young Kapenko has slipped through into 2nd spot. This is the best this kid's gone all the weekend. He's actually got the bit between the teeth now because he needs a couple of top finishes to get his points. Sankey's down low looking for a way to get under him. All this time Lloyd Wallace has bolted. He's gone in the Commodore, running up on the fence line. Seems to be the line around. They're all up there, so it must be the place to race. As they come round, Sankey's got Edwards crawling all over the back of him. Edwards has got Todd Orton crawling all over the back of him. And Lenny Bates behind him, but have a look at Lloyd Wallace. He's pulled out 15, 20 car lengths now as Edwards has a dig at Sankey. Tries to get in, Sankey keeping it nice and tight. Mick Dan back there in the bomb disposals car. He's sitting back there in 7th spot. He's got Jamie Jennings behind him. They just can't pick these guys up. This is what the race has been like all yesterday as well. And this is no exception as they come round. Sankey, Edwards, Orton. They're all chasing Kapenko, and Kapenko's chasing Lloyd. Sankey's gone wide. Edwards has got him. Edwards and Sankey. Sankey will come back. Sankey will keep him out there. Sankey, now Orton's moved up. Orton gets squeezed to the fence. Edwards and Orton put on a brilliant show last night, and this is no exception against Sankey. Edwards on his tail, tries to get under him. Sankey's going to go wide. Orton's hanging in there. Sankey and Edwards. Orton's up his tail. Edwards will get the inside line here. Sankey's got the run though. Edwards, Orton goes wide. Bates goes wide. Edwards has got Sankey. No, Sankey's been tagged. Edwards goes around. That was his own fault there. Edwards back into the race. Orton's gone high. Lenny Bates is through. This is a race, and our leader is half a lap in front. Bates has gone wide now. Sankey's back into 3rd spot. Orton up the inside. Orton chasing Sankey. Orton still trying to pick Sankey up as our leader. Young Kapenko's in 2nd. Here comes Orton now. He's up the inside of Sankey. Orton, Todd Orton, their current defending champion, goes in there. Will he pick up 3rd? Sankey's coming down on him. Sankey's got the grunt on him. Keeps him honest. Sankey keeps that front wheel on pole line. Comes around. Sankey hangs on to 3rd spot. Back in the field, they haven't spread out much at all. Our leader, the only one that's back's Barry Edwardson, only because he had the spin. Our leader, Lloyd Wallace, brilliant drive by Wallace in the 86 car. He's the length of the straight in front of young Kapenko. Then Sankey. Sankey with Todd Orton. Hot on his tail there, Orton. He's got his nose under Sankey. Sankey runs wide. Orton's going to try and get under him. Sankey comes down. Orton's got him. Orton almost takes Sankey out. Just misses the back of him. As they go through, this is a race and a half. Here comes Orton again. Sankey gives Orton a... Orton gives Sankey a tap. Sankey still hanging on for grim life to this 3rd spot as he comes around. Todd Orton trying to get through. Have a look at this field. They haven't strung out at all except for 1st and 2nd place. As Todd Orton works the back of Sankey trying to find a way under him. But it's not that easy. Now he's got him. Orton up the inside. Sankey, Orton, side by side. It'll be 2 laps to go when they come round. Sankey's got him again. Sankey's not going to give in. Bit of a bulldog, our Rick Sankey. He doesn't give in that easy as he shuts the gate again on Todd Orton. They come around. 2 laps to go this time. The Parson flag's out there. Mick Dan. Edwards has got the Parson flag on him. He won't work out why, but here comes our leader, Lloyd Wallace. Tries to get under Edwards. Sankey still got his 3rd place. Young Kapenko seems to have slowed. Sankey and Orton driving the race of his life. Rick Sankey in 3rd spot. Kapenko's a long way down the points, so this won't affect the majors. But the leader goes through. There's Lloyd Wallace in the 86 car. Now what a drive that was. Lloyd Wallace. Be interesting to see the time, although the track is pretty wet. 2nd place will be the 82 car of Chase Kapenko. All the way down from Darwin. Rick Sankey's going to hang on in the 4 car to pick up 3rd from... the Australia 1 car, Todd Orton. Lenny Bates in behind him. Jennings, Edwards, Mick Dan and Steve Heinrich. Now have a look at the cars that finished at the back of that field. They are some of the top cars in this state. Time 4.38, 4 minutes 38.25. So that's... Right, with me now I've got Chase Kapenko. I've got it right, haven't I?
Yeah.
That's right. Now Chase, you had mixed day yesterday. You had a 6th, a 3rd and a 9th. So how's the car going out there?
Yeah, actually the car's not too bad, but yesterday I had a fair bit of trouble. In the 1st and 2nd heat, we actually threw power steering belts. So we ended up finishing 6th in the first one, and about 5 laps into the 2nd race, I was running third and it spat that one off too, but I managed to keep it. So, and in the third heat, and it was about the second lap, I just nicked the mudguard of I think a Commodore and just ripped the side of the tyre out. So had a bit of bad luck so far.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Now, I just mentioned the chase is down from the Northern Territory, from Darwin actually, and you are the youngest driver out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how old are you, 13?
Yeah, 13, yeah.
Right, I'll mention this because Chase, they gave a special licence too because the state laws up there say they can race open up there at that age, and being a national title, they couldn't, what's the right word for that, not let you race, I'll use that one for the. How are you finding the track down here and the competitors? I know it's pretty fast and furious. How you find it compared with up home?
Well, actually the track, you know, it's a bit different because it's sort of got a bit of an uphill and a downhill to it. But you know, it's a lot faster than what we've got up in the NT because, you know, obviously because it's clay up there, you know, we run packed dirt tracks. So, and also, there's so many fast cars here. You know, it's so competitive, and it's going to be very difficult.
Well, this is it. You're back down in the field a bit. Or where are you? Back about. You can tell me, can't you?
Yeah, 37th, I think.
Well, 37th, you've got a fair way to claw your way back up to make the top 20. Hopefully you can do it, but you got anyone you'd like to thank while we got you here on tape?
Yeah, well, especially like just from us visiting here, you know, we'd like to thank Chris Overall. He's let us, you know, use his workshop and a few facilities and that. Also, Rick Winnell. He's done the wheel alignments for us, you know, cheap. So and he's let us use his workshop. So yeah, that's all been a great help.
Yeah, well, it is, especially when you come down to somewhere like this, you don't know where you're sort of coming to. You haven't been here before. It's a bit hard, but anyway, all the best out there tonight, and hopefully we might see you up on the podium.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Come around, looking good for a start. Bit scraggly, but the green flag will drop. We will go back to yellow when they go down the back straight. The yellow light will come on. Yellow flags are back out. It is not a start. It was very scraggly, actually. It's a neat. Keep them boxed right up. This looks a little bit better as they come around now. Templeton, Chris Broome, bit of nudging and winking the greens down this time, and they're away. Broome, Templeton. Keep your eye on D grade and Wakefield. The charges into the wall. Wakefield comes off the wall. He's in trouble there. Wakefield, as he slows down the... Have a look at these guys up high. Dean Gray, big run there in the 72 car. Templeton, bit of a tank slap there, takes Gray out wide. They sort themselves out. Chris Broome, South Australia 25, leads them nicely. Timmy Sankey in there at 4th spot. Come on, Wayne Cullinane in the Helix, the big Valiant. He's back there in 6th spot at this stage with Daniel Barton in 7th behind him. They come around though. Broome starting to get a bit of a break there on Dean Gray. Broome back to Templeton. Templeton has Sankey clips the wall. He can't afford to do that too many times. It's Cullinane trying to work his way around Sankey. Barton's in there too. Cullinane. We've got Brad Kennedy and Barton now. Has a look at Cullinane. Down the back there's a black and white flag going to come out. Who's it for? They come around. Broome, Cullinane's in all kinds of trouble. I'd say Sankey might be going to pick this flag up. No, it's Kennedy. Brad Kennedy gets the black and white flag. So Kennedy, bit of pushing and shoving there by the 49 car from West Australia. Cullinane just can't get a run there on Timmy Sankey. Back there in 5th and 6th spot as our leader comes around. Dean Gray throwing everything at him, but just can't quite nail him. So Dean Gray really driving the pedal suspension car all the way from Tasmania. Runs out wide. Kennedy, Templeton, now Cullinane's got Sankey. The car pushes out, takes Sankey out to the wall. And Daniel Barton's got through as well. Sankey in all kinds of trouble there. I don't think Cullinane meant to do that, but the car pushed out badly. We've got these cars in pairs now. Look at Dean Gray now. He's got the wick turned right up as he gets on Broome. Dean Gray's got him. Gray's through. The Tasmanian is through. Into the lead now. 72 from Broome, the South Australian. We've got the McClure car. Simon McClure is about to have a lap put on him. As Kennedy goes round the outside of Templeton. Templeton's slowed. Kennedy's got him. Callanane's up into 4th, 5th spot at this stage. Callanane in the big valiant. Sets out. Gray now. Gray's got a slower car in front of him. He's got Broom hot on his tail. Broom looking for a run. Can't get it. Gray hangs in there. Gray around the outside of the slower car. Broom stays with him. Down the back straight. Front straight, I should say, they go. Broom's not going to give in. The car pushes out on Gray. Broom's got him. Gray's in trouble. Broom straightens him up. Broom's in trouble. They sort themselves out. Side by side. Gray's come out of that the better. Bit of luck there for Gray. Actually, he got crossed up. Broom straightened him up. Broom lost the spot and lost the spot. As they come round, Broom will be trying to get back at that one. But I think you'd call that a racing incident. I don't think the steward will make much out of that. They come round, 3rd spot now. Brad Kennedy from West Australia. Starting to pick the pace up now. He's only 5 or 6 car lengths behind Broom. Callanane's got about 6 car lengths to pick up on Craig Templeton back in 4th spot. The rest of the field aren't going to win this race. But our leader, Dean Gray from Tasmania, got the big orange Ford crank right up. You can see this track suits the Fords. Although I can't say that, because Lloyd Wallace in the first heat absolutely blessed them. We've got Daniel Barton, our top point scorer so far. He's back a long way. He's not going to make up any ground either as they come around. 2 laps to go this time round. 2 laps to go. For Dean Gray, he's really throwing his Ford in as he comes up on the slower car again. Dean Gray makes a move. McClure does the right thing, stays up high. Daniel Barton, Callanane goes wide. Out to the fence. Barton picks up a bit of ground, but he's only got 1 lap to do it. He's not going to do much in that. Dean Gray, he's got about 6 car lengths now on Chris Broom in the Bob James T-Mart car. Brad Kennedy in 3rd spot. Kennedy doing a nice job back there, but he's just not going to pick up these final places. So our leader will be the 72 car from Tasmania. 25 looks like he's got 2nd shot to pieces at this stage from 49. As they come a checkered flag time, what a drive. Broom in for 2nd. Kennedy, then Templeton. Callanane picks up 5th. 6th place to Daniel Barton. Sankey, Timmy Sankey for 7th place. 8th place will go to Bobby Wakefield from West Australia. So what a race that one was. In the 22 car, looking good for a start as they come down. And Gibbs gets crossed up, the flag drops. Gibbs lost a lot of ground there. So the steward's going to let it go. It was the pole car that mucked up there. 36 car, Brian Finlay, having trouble there. Gets out wide. The 5 car out on the fence too, the South Australian car of Andrew Clayton. They come around for the first time. Now I've got this guy in the Calcutta as well. I did buy a few cars. It's Jason Hayden in the 17 car. It's leading, but he needs some points. Desi Littlehales has been tagged there by Berry, I'd say. The front guard looking a bit ordinary. Berry's in trouble. He gets the Commodore straight again. But the front guard on Littlehales' car. Have a look now, the 48 car, looking for a run up the inside. Is Mavis, they call him. He's into the side there of 22. They're locked together. They can't get off. They've locked together. Now they're off, and 22 goes around. He sorts it out. So Mavis there, Findelay's in trouble. These guys certainly haven't handled in difficulties. We're about to see our first black flag for this Australian title. Our first black flag's about to come out, and I would say it's going to come out on the 22 car of Gibbs. Gibbs has been black flag. Gibbs has been black flag. Well, he turned into that car and he didn't give him a chance. So Gibbs in the 22 car has picked up the first black flag of the Australian title. Anthony Gibbs, they come around. Jason Hayden leads. Mavis is in 2nd. 3rd place is Clayton. 4th is Gibbs. And he pulls to the end flag. He's seen the black flag this time. Pulls to the infielder. Back in the pack, Scotty Bull trying to work his way around Desi Littlehales. As our front 3 stay in a big bunch there. Littlehales, one of these cars is breaking down. I think it's Scott Bull's car. Here comes Clayton now. Clayton looking for a run around the outside. Mavis is down low, looking for a run up the inside. Clayton's got the grunt. The 5 car looking for a run, and he's got his run. Jason Hayden, Clayton up the inside. Clayton's got him. No, he hasn't. Hayden goes wide. Clayton will come back. I think he'll pick him up this time as they come down. Clayton's got the inside line. He should do it, but Hayden's not going to give in. Jason Hayden puts the big forward in. Side by side they go round, and Hayden's going to hang on. He's out wide. Clayton's down low. Side by side. Hayden's got the grunt. Hayden's got him. Now Mavis has come back into the picture as he runs up the outside there in the 48 car. So Mavis there, really trying to work. He's from South Australia. Volod's his name is. Marius Volod's. But Jason Hayden now, he's got the bit between his teeth in the 17 car, pulled out a couple of tails. And bad luck there for Bull, Scott Bull. He's pulled to the infield. He's out of this. Ryan Findelay's got a problem. Oh, Hayden's in trouble up the top again as Clayton's got him. Clayton's come back. Hayden got himself crossed up, lost the ground, and Clayton has come back and got him. Andrew Clayton from South Australia. The 17 car, also from South Australia. Jason Hayden, the 48 car, is another one from South Australia. So it's South Australia 1, 2, 3 at this stage. But there's Littlehales in the Charger back in 4. And Andrew Clayton now got the Commodore. Stoke right up, he's getting away. In fact, he's got away. 5 or 6, 8, 10 car lengths by now as they come up behind Findelay. Littlehales, then Rod Berry. Findelay does the right thing. There's 2 laps to go. 12 laps these heats are. 2 to go as they go through. Clayton pulled out a big break now. They won't catch him. Unless he does something wrong, they will not catch his car. The battle is back there for second spot because Mavis hasn't given in yet. He's right on the tail there, and the tail gets hung out. Mavis is in there, puts the nose in, has a bit of a sniff there, see can he get through. And one of these cars is breaking down, and I think it's the 17 car. I'm not quite sure. One of those motors was pretty spluttery as it went past the start-finish line. Mavis is still hanging on, trying to get in front of Hayden. Hayden's going to hang on. Checkered flag time though for Clayton, and Mavis has got him. Or has he? They come out of the corner. The big Ford's got the grunt. Down the line, the big Ford picks up second. So Hayden's in for second. Clayton does it quite easily in the 5 car. Won that very easily. 48 picks up the third. Littlehales is back there in 4th. Berry and Barry Findelay in the 36 car makes up the field. They got them up. They're ready. The green's down. They're off and going. Oh, look at that. Campbell getting pushed up there a bit as Foe tries to find his way through. Jason Meekins is into second spot behind Jenkinson. Jenkinson runs out wide. Simon Jones is out wide. Robbie Foe's in a bit of strife, and around the outside looking for a run goes the 44 car of Job as they come around for the first lap. Simon Jones still hanging on. Campbell not having as good a run as I'd like to see him have at the moment, but he's still in there hanging on. Simon Jones has actually got this car flying now as Campbell's got a problem. Campbell slowed right down. We've got one into the fence. But have a look at the 44 car, Darren Jobe. He's got this thing cranked right up. Jason Meekins. We got Dale Riley from Tasmania trying to find his way around Jason Meekins. Jobe's in there from the back of the pack. He's into 4th place as Jenkinson goes down the back straight again. In the lead, Jenkinson. Jones has had a kiss with the wall there. He keeps it all together and gets it back going, but lost a lot of spots. There is Justin Jenkinson. Leads the race. Jones still trying to find his way around Riley. Riley hanging on. So is Meekins hanging in there nicely in second spot. I've got Meekins in the Calcutta too. I bought a few cars, I did. Down the back straight they go. But Jobe up the high line there. Throws it in. Down below, Jonathan Oliver, I should say Jonathan Oliver in the 35 car. He's moved up a spot. Oliver in the Commodore. This track seems to be lending itself to Commodores at the moment. As Jonathan Oliver there in the 35 car making a bit of ground. Robbie Foe hasn't done too much ground at all there. He's up there, he's looking for an inside run on Oliver. Oliver's not going to give in that easy though. These guys are flying considering the conditions. This track's still fairly greasy. Oliver now gets underneath Riley. He has to go anyway. Riley shuts the gate on him. Riley's right on the tail of Meekins. Oliver still trying to find. Here comes Robbie Foe. Robbie Foe kisses Oliver, does the right thing, backs it out of there. This lets Job come back in with a run. Oliver now tries to get up. Oliver's lost it, cooking himself. So Robbie Foe and Darren Job side by side. The Bob J T-Marts from our Cambia car. Up in a 4th spot. Jason Meekins still hangs on to his 2nd spot there as Justin Jenkinson out in front and doing it easy. Jenkinson at this stage. Comes Stuart Campbell back in 6th spot, and he's gone round again. Oliver lost it. Or was he unloaded? I think he was unloaded. Oliver sits there, he rocks the car a few times, the yellow light comes on. I think he was unloaded, and I think the 79 car might be in trouble. Jenkinson reads it beautifully, gets off the mark real quick. Meekins is still in 2nd gear, second gear and 2nd spot. Dale Riley back there in 3rd, Robbie Foe, and then Darren Job. With Stuart Campbell starting to pick up a bit of ground now. Come on, Stuart, I'd like to see you up the front, but I can't see you doing it from there. Jenkinson's got the way again. Robbie Foe, there's a change of line. Riley goes from one side of the track to the other, trying to work out where he is. Meekins has got Riley into the back of him. He backs off, does the right thing. Job looking for a run down the outside there. Robbie Foe, these guys pretty clean driving considering the pace these guys are running at, and they're pretty close. They come around, so it's still Jason Meekins, the Alexandra car, in 2nd spot. And here goes now, Robbie Foe has a look up the inside of Riley. Robbie Foe, he's got Job hot on his tail though. 2 laps to go as they come round this time. Meekins is still hanging on. Riley is keeping the other 2 behind him, very honest. They're trying to find a way around Dale Riley, but Dale Riley's going to make that car as big and as wide as he can. Here comes Robbie Foe now, gets the nose up, but Riley still has the stick down the back straight and starts to pull away. Meekins runs a little wide. He'd want to tuck that nose back down again, because Riley's having a sniff as they come up. Meekins still driving a pretty tight line. This kid was drive of the not club champion. He got top driver for the year. I can't think of the award he got last year. Most improved driver. And as soon as I said it, he gets the tail right out. But it's checkered flag time. Jacobson, as they go over the line. Jenkinson, I should say, in the 14 car wins from Jason Meekins in the 45 car, and then Dale Riley in the 28 car. Robbie Foe back there in 4th, 5th place Darren Job, and Stuart Campbell. He's got to drop his worst round. This is his worst round for me, so. That flag's down and they're off and running. Scott's in the centre there. Good run, Donegan looking for a run up the inside. Daniel Scott, Donegan, Scott making a move. Daniel Scott, good bit of driving there. Scotty comes around down the back straight. He gets tagged, Scotty, sorts himself out. Someone's going to get a black and white flag, I don't know who. It's Barraclough, I think, that'll pick up the black and white flag. Barraclough. But our leader, the 12 car, best he's gone all weekend. I think the 12 versus Crimmins. Colin Campton, he's had a shocking weekend. Here comes Daniel Scott now. He's got Watts' measure. Scott and Watts, he's got him. Come Daniel Scott, takes 3rd spot for Peter Watts. Watts gives him a tap. He goes out wide. Mark Donegan's in there looking for 4th spot. Donegan down the back straight though. Scott starts to pull away. Donegan goes with him. These Falcons are flying, but that's that Commodore out in front as they come round. Crimmins hasn't got that many points. Donegan's got a black and white flag on him. The 93 car of Donegan's picked up a black and white flag. I don't know what for. I missed it there, but we'll find out later. Down the back straight. Keep your eye on Scott though. He's on Colin Campton's tail. Campton goes wide. Donegan. Scott looking for a way around. Can't quite do it. He runs out wide again. Campton driving the race of his life. Consider it's the first one he's got to stay on the track in. Donegan sticks the nose up. Donegan almost takes Daniel Scott out then. Scott down the outside looking for a run. Drops it early. Campton gets a tap. They come around. The car fuel another bit as a big puff of smoke comes out of Daniel Scott's car. Donegan's back there in fifth spot. Crimmins. Colin Campton, though, he's hanging on to second. Donegan, Daniel Scott. Daniel Scott ideally wants this spot. He needs the points. Colin Campton's points aren't much good to him because he hasn't finished the race yet. They come around, so it won't make all that much difference, but it will. Daniel Scott, he needs these points. As Crimmins hangs on, Donegan back in fourth. He needs the points too. He needs a better finish. As Donegan in the 93 car, he's not sure. Here goes Daniel Scott now. Campton's going to take him up high. Scott's got the outside run though. Scott around the outside's going to do him, I think. Daniel Scott, the high line, throws the car in deep. I think he's going to get Colin Campton. Round the outside goes Daniel Scott. Colin Campton loses the ground. Donegan's through. So Campton lost out on both accounts there as they come through. Pike at the back, making a move on Barraclough. But he's a long way back. So it's young Daniel Scott driving the race of his life here, but he's got Mark Donegan. Donegan gets the nose under him. Can't go on with the job at this stage. As Crimmins still sits out in front, very comfortable. But Donegan, he's a peddler, Donegan too. He's not scared to put it in. But the young bloke in front of him, Donegan will be twice his age, but the young bloke is showing him the way around. Young Daniel Scott. A midfield line. Donegan comes in with a bit of a jump there, looking for a way, can't do it. Scott's out wide. Donegan comes back at him. Donegan gets the nose up, under brakes. There's 2 laps to go this time around. Donegan still trying. Daniel Scott, he's not going to give it either. Donegan, Scott driving a real race here. This is top racing. You won't see much better than Donegan's got his measure. Mark Donegan, Daniel Scott, Donegan's got him. Down the back straight, Scott's going to come back at him. Daniel Scott drops on him, does it nicely too. Runs it in pretty deep. Can he have? Crimmins has broken down. Crimmins has broken down. Scott's got the lead. 1 to go. Crimmins has gone. Scott, they're not going to stop this race now. It's Crimmins right on the line. The car stops on the line. We've gone yellow. We've had to go yellow. Now, wouldn't this rot your socks, as they say? Wouldn't that? I don't think Scott, now he's seen the flag. Wouldn't this... the lead car stopped right on the line with 1 lap to go. Crimmins, he'd be kicking whatever's gone wrong. This is an old trick, this one. Hang back, get the foot into it about. Now he starts to wind it up. Scott will make him back off. That's smart driving by the young bloke. He backs him off. Donegan's into it though. Daniel Scott is on the inside. Daniel Scott will go in. Donegan, this is a sprint. They come round. Donegan on the inside. Scott's got the run. Donegan's lost the ground. Daniel Scott, he'll hang on, I'd say. He's pulled out 2 lengths, 3 lengths. Daniel Scott, he loves these points because he needs them. He's in 2/3, and here's a win coming up. From the rear of the field, Daniel Scott wins this one. And what a drive. Mark Donegan in second. So the 8 car has a lose after the thing, but that don't matter. 93. 81's got no points on the board at all. He's just picked up 23. Peter Watts in 4th place. He's got a few points there. And over the line comes Pikey. Front end's written off, but he's got it over the line. Bit of a kiss on the wall there. Start as they come round, the green's down. And it's Giacometti. Giacometti very nicely. Brad McClure, a bit of a punt there in the back of Troy Polly. Has Robbie Gorman. Gorman gets out nicely. Robbie Gorman is up in a 5th spot at this stage. They go up the back straight. He's got Coxhead in front of him. Robbie Gorman. McClure's up high. Coxhead gets a bit crossed up there. Polly down low. Giacometti's got the lead. They come round. Brad McClure looking for a race. But it's Giacometti. Absolutely flying. Giacometti. Polly's in a bit of strife there. As around the outside of Polly goes McClure. Polly back to 3rd. Coxhead's in there. Then Robbie Gorman. These big Fords are absolutely flying. This will be a quicker race now as the guys starting to set the pace. Robbie Gorman down low, looking for a run. Brad McClure. Polly really getting this car going, but it's Giacometti, the local boy. He's the leader. Timberlake's come through from the back. Picked up 3 spots already. Adam Timberlake. There goes Coxhead up the inside of Polly. Polly will run wide. There's Giacometti. He's gone. Polly Polly, McClure gets a tap, straightens it up. Now Robbie Gorman up the inside of Polly. Robbie Gorman looking for a run there. They come around, straighten themselves out. A bunch, 4 of them, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. It's a real race now. Up the inside goes Robbie Gorman. Polly comes down, Gorman goes around. They straighten themselves up. Robbie Gorman didn't need that. Polly comes in. There's a black and white flag. Comes out. Troy Polly has picked up a black and white flag. Troy Polly, but that didn't do Robbie Gorman any good. As Timberlake comes through. Polly, our leader, Giacometti though, he's fine. Out in front, got no battle going. McClure, Robbie Gorman has Coxhead onto the infield, comes back. Polly gets a tap now. Polly straightens it up. Coxhead, Polly gets the black and white just to let him know that he's in trouble. And all this time, Robbie Gorman's starting to pick up the pace. Timberlake now with a run. Timberlake's up in a 4th spot. Robbie Gorman comes up on Coxhead now. Timberlake, Polly's still hanging in there. The leader, half a lap in front. The leader, Giacometti, Darren Giacometti. Polly's out there. Coxhead's got a black and white flag on him too. Coxhead has picked up, Andrew Coxhead picked up a black and white. Robbie Gorman sitting back there in 5th, 6th spot. He'll be trying to, but have a look at Giacometti. This guy is driving like a man possessed. He runs it out wide. He doesn't want to do that too often. There's Coxhead. Gets his black and white twice just to let him know he's there. The Gorman car seems to be fairly taily since he had that front end damage. He might be having a little bit of a wheel problem. Brad McClure, Polly's having a go at McClure. Timberlake still in there in 4th spot. Polly's out wide, having a go at McClure. Polly and McClure, they touch. McClure's in trouble. They sort themselves out. Polly goes wide. Timberlake's in there. Robbie Gorman's got Coxhead out wide. Robbie Gorman will pick up a spot as Giacometti comes through. Half a lap exactly from Giacometti to 2nd place, Brad McClure. Robbie Gorman into the back of Timberlake as he tries to get a slingshot there. Timberlake runs out wide. Gorman's down low. They come around. Robbie Gorman, Brad McClure, Gorman. Timberlake shuts the gate on Gorman. Gorman's trying to hold him out. He gets him this time. They come round, 2 laps to go. Troy Polly up the inside there. Polly's got McClure. Troy Polly, Brad McClure. McClure, Polly's gone round. Troy Polly's done himself in. Robbie Gorman backs it out. Picks up that spot. He's up in a 3rd spot. He'll want better than this. But the white flag will come out and slap around. Brad McClure hanging on. Polly's back in the race again. Here's our leader. Takes the white flag. Exactly half a lap between him and Brad McClure. McClure in 2nd. Timberlake's going to come back at Robbie Gorman. And Brad McClure's in trouble. Robbie Gorman will come around. McClure will pick up the pieces though. McClure comes through for the white flag. 1 to go. Robbie Gorman right on his tail. McClure wouldn't want to make that mistake. Gorman's got the nose in. Robbie Gorman up the back straight. Brad McClure's out wide. Robbie Gorman. Coxhead's into Timberlake. Robbie Gorman, Brad McClure. This is where the race is. They go wide. Brad McClure can't lose it from here as Giacometti comes over the line in the 26 car. McClure in the 24 car. Robbie Gorman in the 54 car. Oh, gee, that was a race, that one. I think the times would have been coming down now. We've broken into the 3 minutes, I think.
Yeah, 3:55.
3:55.07. 3:55.07. Get the back. Australian champion with me now, Todd Orton. Todd, we had a good run yesterday. We had a win, a 2nd, and we also had a bad run. It did not finish. The car all back together and ready to go?
Yeah, it should be back to normal, I hope, for tonight anyway, and hopefully it'll be a good race tonight.
Well, you run out there with Barry Edwards yesterday. Was quite a race there. Barry really had the wick turned up. He put the pressure on you and that, but you kept him off. You reckon he's one of your main worries?
Oh, for sure. Barry's a brilliant driver, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him go past and take the title tonight.
Yeah, well, that's true too, but what about young Daniel Barton down there in the bomb disposals car? He's on top of the points at the moment. I don't think he had it all that easy either. A couple of them from down the back, so he might be another one that you've got to worry about, one of these new up-and-coming young ones.
You've got 10 minutes to get the car scrutineered if you haven't had it done.
Yeah, well, I reckon there's probably 15, 20 cars here that are equally as quick as each other, so it could come down to whoever's got the right package at the end.
Yeah, well, do you think tyres will play a major part in this?
Oh, for sure. I'm having trouble with grip now. I've got the wrong tyres, so we can only make do with what we got.
Yeah, no, for sure. Any sponsors you want a quick mention to before we go?
Ballarat Drive Shafts and Doug Rogers Mechanical in Ballarat.
No worries, and Todd. Well, all the best tonight, and hopefully you might keep that number 1.
I'll be trying. Thanks.
Keep your eye on Peter Lincoln in the 27 car, Lenny Bates in the 74 car, and Damien Murley in the 33 car as they get away nicely. Normie does the right thing, drops down low and lets the field go. Peter Lincoln looking for a run. He's up there with the 16 car of Houston. Houston, have a look at Peter Lincoln. Hasn't driven for a long time, hasn't lost much. Car pushing badly, brings it back, sorts it out, tries to sort it out, gets it sorted out, but loses a lot of ground. That's Houston there, and Murley. Murley's a bit of a loose cannon. You've got to watch this guy. He's what you call very flamboyant driver. If anyone's going to roll a car today, it'll be Murley, the way he's been chucking his Cortina around. But he is a local boy. He knows the track, so he knows his limitation. A lot of these guys don't. Houston's dropped back now to 4th place as Lenny Bates has moved up into 3rd. Peter Lincoln leads though from Murley, Lenny Bates, then Houston, then back to McClure. McClure back to Howard, Howard back to Edwards, and Gravestock brings up the rear. Peter Lincoln, for someone who hasn't raced for a few years, he hasn't lost his touch. He's borrowed the fuel pump and the fuel tank out of the Paul Horman car since he blew his motor up. They've sorted out his problems, we hope, and he's out there leading nicely. Down the back straight, starting to make a bit of a break now on Murley. Murley in 2nd, Lenny Bates Jr. Murley gets crossed up a bit. This guy, as I said, dog racing engines, run these motors. He outdrives himself occasionally, and he's not unknown for him to throw it a bit too far sideways and lose a lot of ground. As he comes round, Norby Gravestock hangs down low, he gets the passing flag. Peter Lincoln brings the car around. Murley still hanging in nicely though, in 2nd spot. 3rd place, Lenny Bates Jr. not making any ground as Gravestock gets a lack put on him. Peter Lincoln. Peter's borrowed the car from Mark for this title. Peter raced for many years. His son's now driving the car, but he's let him go. Normally Gravestock's in trouble. The field comes through. Lenny Bates clips him. He's got Murley. Bates has got Murley. Murley on the outside. Read the traffic very nicely, young Lenny Bates. And Murley kisses the wall, cleans the mud off the wall, sorts it out, and loses a lot of ground. So Lenny Bates Jr. now read that beautifully with that lap car and set himself up nicely to get through into 2nd spot. We've got Matt McClure, got the New South Wales 37 car flying. He's up in a 4th place now, really starting to make some inroads. McClure started down the back of the pack. The 2 Cortinas running 3rd and 4th. Peter Lincoln doing a great job out in front. As they come round, these guys driving the perfect part of the track at the moment. Not down on the pole, not up on the fence, but about midfield. Houston's lost a bit of ground there now. In fact, he's lost a lot of ground, about half a lap to our leader as the passing flag comes out on Edwards. Lincoln, Lenny Bates Jr., then it's Burley and Matt McClure playing Houston. Down the back straight they go again. Peter Lincoln, he comes up on Gravestock, Normie Gravestock. He's got Edwards out high. Gravestock, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Peter Lincoln. He needs these points after he did not finish. He led the race and on the final lap run out of fuel. I think he crawled over the line to pick up 6th place. He's out there, he'll take the white flag this time. Lenny Bates Jr. will get his 2nd spot. Cannot pick up the leader now unless the leader makes a mistake. Peter Lincoln doesn't make too many mistakes. As they go through, Bates, passing flag. Murley goes up through. Matt McClure back in 4th as Peter Lincoln brings it down the back straight for the last time. The 27 car of Peter Lincoln. Lenny Bates Jr., Little Bear in the 74 car. Damien Murley from Ballarat in the 33 car slips in a 3rd spot. 4th place is Matty McClure. 5th place will be Shane Howard's moved up into 5th, and Wayne Houston back there in 6th spot. Last but not least will be Chris Edwards, and Normie Gravestock brings up the rear. For an outside run, McClure tries to work him high. McClure and Kennedy, they go round side by side. McClure, Kennedy, not McClure, Barton I should say. Barton and Kennedy, McClure back in the pack. Kennedy, Barton. Kennedy goes wide, Barton's down low. Can he hang on? Kennedy's giving him a run for his money. McClure tries to find his way. McClure's gone back a long way. Barton's got the jump now. He's got Kennedy. Now he sorts himself out. And young Chase Kapenko has come through into 3rd. Barry Edwards is in this race as well. I missed him. and Barry Edwards is out there, and he's another one on top points. Todd Orton tries to wake his way through the middle. Edwards gets up high enough, and Daniel Barton. Daniel Barton will be the highest point scorer unless he makes a mistake. The bomb disposals car down the back straight. There's still a few laps to go. McClure's lost a lot of ground. He's not going to pick it up now. Not with Edwards, not with Taunton in front of him. He's got Kennedy in front of him as well. Kennedy needs to pick up the pace to get past Barton. Oh, up to the wall goes Kopenko. The yellow light will come on. The yellow Kopenko, I didn't see what happened. We'll get an instant replay, I hope. But this is not what Barton wanted. This is definitely not what Daniel Barton wanted. Kopenko backs it off the wall. I didn't see what happened there. We'll see if we can get a replay on that if our cameraman can give us a quick little replay. Green flag drops, he gets away nicely again. Daniel Barton pulls the big bomb disposal belt. Away, doesn't put too much ground there on Brad Kennedy, the West Australian. Kennedy going well. McClure's having a go now at Orton. Down the back there, McClure and Orton. Bit of a battle as Edwards doesn't seem to be making any inroads on Kennedy. Kennedy doesn't seem to have the measure of Daniel Barton. So Daniel Barton seems to have this firmly in his grip as long as he can keep it all together. And there's a bit of a tangle. Templeton and Orton get mixed up. McClure jumps up 2 spots. This is not what Barton needs. McClure wants the points. Barton needs them as they come around. But I think as long as McClure stays that far back, Barton's got this shot to pieces. He will start on pole. I don't think anyone can pick up the points from Barton. He's second highest after the last round. Barton runs it a little bit high. He doesn't need to do that too many times. As Kennedy starting to lose a bit of ground. McClure moves up on the back of Kennedy, of Edwards, I should say. Edwards on Kennedy's tail. But Daniel Barton, here's McClure having a go at Edwards now. Barry Edwards has got the flying Brad McClure in the 24 car. Starting to put the pace, the pressure on him as he comes up. McClure's down low. Edwards up high. Macca as he's known, starting to make a move on him. Barton still out in front quite comfortably now. Daniel Barton. This kid drives brilliantly. Doesn't make too many mistakes as he puts the 9 car around. The bomb disposals. 9 car. Cool core radiators. Keep it cool. Victory Lane keeps him outfitted in his race gear. And bomb disposals cart him around everywhere because that's his dad. He comes up on a back marker. The back marker does the right thing. Stays up high. That's Simon McClure. The back marker, I think, yes, Simon McClure in the 29 car. Back in the pack, Barry Edwards, McClure, Brad McClure, they get underneath Simon McClure. Kennedy starting to lose touch with Barton. The laps are counting down, 2 laps to go this time round. 2 more laps to go for the flying Daniel Barton. This will put him on pole, and Kennedy's got a problem. Kennedy's popped the right rear tyre. Kennedy's done the right rear tyre. On the white flag, Kennedy has done a right rear. Edwards will move up. McClure, more points for McClure. McClure and Edwards as they come round. There'll be 1 more lap to go. Bad luck for Kennedy. What rotten luck for Kennedy is about all you can say. As McClure up the inside of Barry Edwards. McClure. Edwards has got the line. They go round McClure. He's not giving in. McClure's got him. Brad McClure's into second. No, Edwards says, I want this. Edwards comes back, shuts the gate on Brad McClure. There's a checkered flag, goes to Daniel Barton. Daniel Barton takes a win in the 9 car from 66.24. The Australia 1 car has moved up the 4th spot. That was a pretty quick race too. But Daniel Barton, I can't see him. I'll have to check with the officials. You've got to feel sorry for Barry Edwards there. Not Barry Edwards. Brad Kennedy, I should say, from West Australia. Proper right rear, running second. Right, with me now I have Brad Kennedy, all the way over from West Australia. You are the West Australian champion. You're also Australia 2 at the moment, so a pretty big meeting for you, mate. So far, you're going reasonably well. I see you've had a 4, a win and a 3rd. How's the car going?
Yeah, the car feels really good this weekend, so it's fairly quick here, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah, well, in one of your heats there, pretty brave stuff. I seen you going in 4 wide in the first corner there, and I thought, oh, this is going to be good. I think the Chief Steward did too, because he threw a black and white at you there. But other than that, you got it all sorted out. And so far, as I say, with your heats going that way, the racing going very good. Who do you find is going to be your biggest problem?
It's hard to say. There's probably 4 or 5 real quick ones here this weekend, but we'll just have to see how we go, I suppose.
Yeah, now we've got Daniel Barton up the top there in the bomb disposals car. He's on 100 points with 2 wins and a second. He blew a head gasket in his last heat and only crawled in to get that second win. And they fixed the car up again. Do you reckon he's going to be a problem?
Yeah, he could be a bit of a problem, and probably about 5 others too, I reckon.
Yeah, well, Jamie Jennings over there with the car after the big rollover, they've got that back together. There could be another worry there with Jamie.
Yeah, he's going to be worried too, so he'll drop a heap, but he should be all right too, I reckon.
No worries now. You've come a long way from West Australia. Whereabouts in West Australia from?
In Albany, about 3,700 k's from here.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyone you'd like to thank for getting yourself over here?
Just Kevin Thayer for lending me his transporter and all my sponsors.
No worries. Well, hopefully you'll have a good run tonight and we might see you up on the podium.
Alrighty, thank you.
No worries. The flag drops and Scott Bull gets away fairly nicely. Normie Greystock does the right thing. Keep your eye on the 17 car again. He'll need the points, young Daniel Scott. He's been going well. Mick Dan in the 92 car, the bomb disposals car. Have a look at him. 3 wide goes Dan as he moves up in the 3rd spot. So Mick Dan, his dad's sponsoring it, he's driving it. We've got Scott Bull. Scott Bull from Hayden. Hayden there in the 17 car. Got to crank right up, Jason Hayden. Oh, we got 1 round. What's going to happen? He's backed it out of the track. The steward's let it go. He looped it. The steward hasn't penalised anyone. There's Mick Dan now in the 2nd spot. Mick Dan in the bomb disposals car. He's got it cranked up. We've got a yellow flag. We've got a yellow flag. It's come out after Mick Dan picked up his 2nd spot. So Mick Dan will be pretty happy about that. Dan's the one to keep your eye on. Mick Dan in the 92 car. This track's starting to go off. Mick Dan can keep this car down on pole. Young Scott's out already. He's picked up Gravestock. That wouldn't be hard though as they go up. Mick Dan looking for the low line. Bull's high. Dan's down low. Mick Dan sticks the nose in. Has a look. Young Bull keeps him out there. Here comes Daniel Scott back in the back. He's picked up Howard. Daniel Scott now. He's moved up on the little Sigma. He'll go round the Sigma this time, I think, if he can get the line. Mick Dan up the inside of Bull. Dan's looking for the run. He's put the car in. Mick Dan, he's going to get him. Mick Dan's down low. I think he's got him. Bull trying to work him out. Mick Dan's down low. Daniel Scott's come through now. He's picked up another spot. Mick Dan on the low side. Bull's there. As Scott's moved up in the 5th spot now. Mick Dan's back in a 2nd again. Gets the bomb disposals. 92 car cranked up. Hayden's hanging in there. Mick Dan's under him again. Mick Dan's still trying to hang in there. Mick Dan's got the line this time. He's got the lead. Mick Dan in the bomb disposals car. Shuts the gate. There's Daniel Scott now. Up in the 5th spot, young Daniel Scott. Keep your eye on the 8 car. 17 on the door because this kid's on a mission. But Mick Dan in the bomb disposals car. If his teammate can win the last one, he'll win this one. And he's starting to pull away from young Scott. I got a barry for him, even though I've got Scott Bull in the tail cutter. I got a barry for Mick Dan because he's got this Commodore flying. They come around Normie Gravestock. We'll get a lap put on him. Back there in 3rd spot is still Jason Hayden hanging on. Hayden in there as Mick Dan throws the car in. Daniel Scott just doesn't see the old makeup of his round. Scott Bull's gone out wide, lost a bit of ground now as Dan jumps in. Round the outside of Normie Gravestock goes Dan. Mick Dan starting to pick up a bit of ground back there in the 69 car. There's Brett Morgan from West Australia hanging in there. Normie Gravestock does the right thing. Oh, Scott's gone round. Scott Bull, T-bone. They're looking for somewhere to go. The yellow flags come out. All on his loan. Scott Bull went round. I don't think anyone had anything to do with that. He just overcooked it. Went away very smartly again. Leads him away. The lap's counting down. As Daniel Scott goes for a run around the outside. Daniel Scott, he needs these points. He's going to get them, I think. He moves up in the 3rd spot, Daniel Scott, in the 17 car. He's going to start this final, Daniel Scott. He started every heat from the rear of the field. He's going to qualify, I'd say. All he needs is this 3rd or a 2nd. He's had 2/3 and a win. He just needs this place. If he can hang on to 2nd spot, 3rd spot, it'll get him in. I don't think he needs to do any more than what he's done now, so I hope he doesn't do anything stupid. He sticks the nose in. Under Hayden, there's 2 laps to go this time around. Jason Hayden hangs on to 2nd. Mick Dan in the bomb disposals car, doing it brilliantly. Young Scotty, all he's got to do is sit in there, I think. and he should qualify. Down the back straight, we've got the 69 car of Brett Morgan trying to close up. They come round for the white flag. Young Scott's settled down now. I don't think he's going to take any more risks. He's got third spot. He's going to hang on. He's not doing anything stupid at this stage. As Daniel McDan, I should say, the teammate of Daniel Barton, our pole setter, brings the 92 car round. This should qualify him too, I'd say. I'm not sure, but he takes that checkered flag in the bomb disposals car. Scott's going to hang on for third spot as Jason Hayden. Scott makes a run at the end, picks up third spot. So 92 takes the win from 17 and 8 in for third. Giacometti's off the mark again. The local boy is off the mark and does it nicely. Timberlake's into second. Have a look there at Barraclough around the outside. Keep your eye on Dean Gray in the 72 roof number, the other orange car, and Donegan down the back. But it's Giacometti. This is the local boy, and he's absolutely flying. Troy Polly's out there on his own this time, so he might get the trouble like he did last time. As now Gray moves up in the third spot. Dean Gray up in the third and starting to get going. Desi Littlehales there has got Barraclough around the outside. Donegan trying to find a way round, but Giacometti up the front is flying. Timberlake's making a comeback though. Here comes Adam Timberlake now. He gets it down low. He wants to pull him back in. Timberlake running the low line, jumping into the high line. Troy Polly hanging on the third spot. Dean Gray back in fourth. Littlehales, Donegan, Barraclough and Edwards. So Giacometti out in front again, and he won this last heat by over half a lap. This kid's going to start way up there. He won the last one very convincingly. We'll see how this goes. As now Donegan. Donegan gets past Littlehales. Bit of a tank slap as they come through. Littlehales does the right thing and lets him go. Donegan's on a mission, but he's got a lot of work out in front of him. As Giacometti leads Timberlake, he's starting to pull away. This Giacometti, whatever they did yesterday, they did something right today, because this car is absolutely flying tonight. Giacometti keeps on moving further and further away from Timberlake. Troy Polly hanging in there. Back in third spot in a 43 car. And Dean Gray, this guy blitzed him in his last move, but he can't seem to make any inroads on Troy Polly or Timberlake for that matter. As Donegan, Littlehales gets crossed up, loses a bit of ground. Donegan back there in fifth spot. Donegan, and he's starting to pull away from the back bunch, but he's got a long way to catch the front bunch. Giacometti, he's got 15 car lengths now. On second place, Adam Timberlake. Timberlake's got Polly. Polly doesn't seem to be making an impression on him either. And Gray not making anything. But Giacometti's car, fair sing in that motor. It is screaming. The big 250 crossway forward. Oh, we've got one into the wall. Edwards into the wall. It's hooked in. It's done a turn on him, and this happened to a few cars now. The cars have dug in, bitten, and that's a Cortina. They do not like biting the wall that way. The flag's down. Giacometti gets away again nicely. Donegan hung back a bit in the straight shot. I think he missed his chance. Littlehales' tread's about to part company with his tyre, I'd say, with that retread as they go down the back straight. Giacometti's already got 4 car lengths on him. Pulled it out. Gray's the one. He's got his nose under Polly now. Gray looking for an inside run. Polly's hanging onto it though. And Donegan back down in fifth spot. Adam Timberlake, he's got second and he wants to hang on to second. Littlehales, he's lost his tread because I can't hear it banging now. Troy Polly driving exceptionally well now. Troy Polly, as he hangs on to third spot, comes around. Dean Gray can't find out which way to go. He's looking for the high line this time. Tried the low line, didn't work. Troy Polly's hanging in there. Gray goes out wide. Tries to pick up some ground and he loses it. Donegan picks up a car length on him as they come around. But Giacometti, have a look at this kid. The local boy, there's 2 laps to go this time around. As Giacometti brings the flying 26 car down. Troy Polly still hanging on to third place. Adam Timberlake ahead of him, Dean Gray. Then we go back to Donegan. Donegan back to Barraclough and Littlehales. The white flag comes out this time. For Giacometti, Darren Giacometti goes over the line. Adam Timberlake will hang on to second. Troy Polly is back there in third. And then Dean Gray and Mark Donegan. Barraclough, but it's checkered flag time. This guy is flying. He could be one of the dark horses. Looks like Polly's blown a motor. Jacobetti takes the win. Adam Timberlake, Troy Polly over the line for third spot. It's a 26-hour winner. 13's in for second. Troy Polly in the 43 roof number for third. 72's third. So quarter race. The green flag drops. They're off and running. McClure, Jenkinson gets away very nicely. Jenkinson. He won a heat earlier on too, Jenkinson. But McClure foxes him out. And McClure, Matty McClure, will lead this one away. Up in the third spot goes Len Pike. Timmy Sankey starting to work the car through the field. Cullinane stuck down the back. Sankey behind Evans. Camden's in there. Simon Jones as they put one lap on the board. Jenkinson back in second. Pike's in third behind McClure. And Sankey, the mover, back in the field. If he can get this car out and about, he might pick a few up. Sankey now has a run around the outside of Evans. Tries to dive down low. It almost works. Sankey gets the inside line, but just can't quite get up on the inside there of Evans. Cullinane, big move there by Cullinane. Picks up 1, 2 as he gets out wide. 3 spots. The 81 car, Colin Campton, his problems have come back. Sankey now, Evans goes wide. Sankey down low. Sankey and Evans. Sankey's got him. Timmy Sankey makes a move. Sankey's up in a 4th spot. Matty McClure, our leader, from Jenkinson. Jenkinson back into Len Pike. Then it's Timmy Sankey, Evans, and Wayne Cullinane. Jonathan Oliver there in the 35 car as they go through again. Matty McClure from New South Wales in the 37 car. He's hanging on nicely. Jenkinson is not making any inroads on him at all. Here comes Cullinane now. Cullinane looking for a run on Evans. Evans almost kissed the wall. Come down and shut the gate. Evans all over the place there. Cullinane's looking for a run. Can he get there? Cullinane looking for Evans to make a blue so he can get around him. He's got the grunt. He just can't find the gap. Cullinane, Sankey back there in 4th spot. Cullinane, Evans gets the car cranked up again. Jenkinson now starts to make a move on Matty McClure. Jenkinson, McClure goes through. Cullinane looking for a run back in the pack there. He's in 6th spot at this stage. Sankey, Lenny Pike sits back in 3rd spot. Just can't seem to pull in Jenkinson. Jenkinson rolled this car yesterday as Cullinane picks up the 35 car. No, he doesn't. That's where he was. Evans has gone wide. Cullinane looking for a run there. Can he get through? No, he can't. Our leader, though, Matt McClure, Jenkinson, Len Pike, still trying to pick him up. They can't get Matty McClure. The Cortina's hanging in nicely. Jenkinson looking for a run up the inside, but he's got to be right there with him. Len Pike from the territory, from Darwin there, sitting back in 3rd spot, trying to work out a way to get past Jenkinson. Car just hasn't got the stick. Evans goes wide with Cullinane, trying to get under him. Cullinane kisses the fence. Evans is everywhere Cullinane wants to be. Cullinane comes down, now he'll drop down low. Evans, Cullinane, he gets the nose underneath him. Cullinane, he's worked hard to get up the inside of Evans, and he's finally done it. It's taking him a hard battle to get past Evans, and he's finally made the grade. 2 laps to go as they come round now. McClure, Jenkinson, Pike, Sankey, Cullinane. Timmy Sankey rode the front end off. Back into it now and in 4th spot, but I don't think it'll give him enough points somehow to make this final. There's a lot of good cars out there. But 1 lap to go now for Matty McClure, Jenkinson, Pike, Sankey, Cullinane, Evans, Oliver, and Simon Jones brings up the rear. The boy from Alexandra in the old LJ Tirana. Not too many of them left now. There's a go there by Pike. He has a look at Jenkinson. Checkered flag time. Pike's down low. McClure takes it. Jenkinson can't be beaten from there. 2nd place, 78. 3rd place. So another good race there. 37. Right, officially, we've got one into the wall on the last lap, and I missed that altogether. Officially, though, 37. Matty McClure wins from 14. Jenkinson. The bad boy, outside front. Jamie Jennings gets away. Jennings Heinrich and Jennings. Jennings is going to go around the outside of him, or try to anyway. Meekins, Jennings gets tangled up, loses a bit of ground. They're going to let it go. Jennings gets back into it. Heinrich's in trouble. They're going everywhere at this stage. They saw, and it's going to be Peter Lincoln. Peter Lincoln to work his way through. Lincoln, Meekins run wild, Gorman through. And Jennings, the two South Australia cars. Jennings, I should say, is the 15 car from Mount Gambier. Comes back a long way in the field. Robbie Gorman's moved up in a 4th spot. We've got the 25 car. That's Broome, Chris Broome, out in front from Peter Lincoln. Peter Lincoln, then the 86 car. The 86 car been absolutely flying. Lloyd Wallace as Peter Lincoln tries to unnerve Broome. A bit of a tap there. Broome goes high, Lincoln's down low. Peter Lincoln, Broome's up high. They come round, there's a touch. Lincoln picks it up, sorts it out. Lloyd Wallace is going to pick up the lead. Lloyd Wallace is in the lead. No, Peter Lincoln says, I want it back. Wallace says, I want it. The Commodores, the track's starting to suit this. Someone's going to get a black and white flag here. And I'd say it'll be Peter Lincoln as they come around. Peter Lincoln on the inside. Robbie Gorman's through. Chris Broome. Peter Lincoln, they couldn't give the black and white flag at that stage. They were too close together. Robbie Gorman sitting there trying to pick up the pieces. Peter Lincoln all over the back of Lloyd Wallace. Now he's got Wallace. Wallace goes high. Lincoln's down low. They come round. They're hanging out. Peter Lincoln, Wallace is through. Robbie Gorman right on his tail. Tries to pick up the pieces. Peter Lincoln in the 27 car, under black and white, but he's still second. Rob Gorman in the roof number 54, moved up into 3rd place in the Radiators R Us. Big Ford, they're all big Fords out there, except the Commodore out in front. Chris Broome also picked up a black and white flag out of that deal. Chris Broome. So Peter Lincoln and Chris Broome both copping a penalty. Lloyd Wallace is going to be our front runners too, right up there with this win if he can hang on, because Lloyd Wallace has had a couple of good wins now, and he will be right up there on points. So Lloyd Wallace, Peter Lincoln working the tail of him. They're getting away from Robbie Gorman. Chris Broome's hanging in there, and Jamie Jennings, he's back there in 5th spot, not making any ground at all. Jason Meekins, Heinrich's back a long way, and we've got Clayton, Andrew Clayton in the Commodore, the 5 car. This is certainly is a good race too. These guys, the whole field is the length of a straight between them. Adam Robinson bringing up the rear. Peter Lincoln just can't seem to pick up the 86 car, the Commodores. This track has dialed in beautifully for the Commodores. The Commodores have been winning the last couple of heats that they've been in with Mick Dan out there. And now Lloyd Wallace, 2 laps to go this time around. I can't see anything changing. Robbie Gorman in the 1 car is hanging on there. Back in 3rd spot, just can't make any ground on Wallace. Peter Lincoln, he's going to make another charge. But 1 lap to go, it's going to be hard. Meekins back there in the 24 car has got the 8 car hanging on, but here comes Peter Lincoln again. He's having another go on him. Peter Lincoln hasn't given up yet. He's still trying to hang in there. Wallace, he wouldn't want to make a mistake because here comes Lincoln. Lincoln's going to give it a shot. He's on the last lap. He'll drop down low. Wallace is going to go high. Peter Lincoln, he's down low. They come through side by side. Wallace is going to hang on. Wallace wins it by half a car from Peter Lincoln. So 86, that's going to put him way up there. Peter Lincoln. Now that was a good race. Wallace got the lucky break at the start with a bit of humpo bumpo and come through. Peter Lincoln hung in there, tried to catch him, but the Commodore dialed in beautifully. Robbie Foe looking for a run as well. Away they go. Sankey sets himself up for 3rd spot. He'll hang on, and they go around. Jove's out wide. He takes Foe out. Sankey's through. Sankey's in the 2nd. Robbie Foe's back in the 3rd. Rick Sankey puts it in big time. 3 wide as Campbell comes through the pack. Sure, there's a big T-bone there. Rod Berry. Berry gets caught up. We've got a yellow flag. It will be a complete restart. Stuart Campbell coming through the pack there. And Rod Berry's taken a big hit in the Nicholson Agricultural Contractors car. He's had a big hit in the side there. Pulling away the crazy kid, looking for the outside. Sankey's going to drop in low. Rick Sankey will do all right out of this one. As Job goes out wide, the Crazy Kid right behind him. As they come up, Sankey hanging on. There's a bit of a touch. They work each other over, and he's hung in there. Robbie Foe has picked up the second spot. Sankey's back in third. As Darren Job out in front. Job got the car cranked right up. Sankey seems to get a better line through there, Sankey, with the car hopping around a bit. Back to Watts in the 62 car. Berry's in there. Wakefield in the big Charger. Sankey's got a problem. Something's gone wrong. Sankey's come off the pace. Lost a bit of ground. Berry's in a bit of trouble. Sankey definitely come off the pace. So something's gone wrong with the Sankey car. I think his motor's gone off song. Sankey, that's bad luck there. Stuart Campbell starting to make his way through now. Young Stuart Campbell in the 99 car. Very hot on his tail as Sankey's dropped to the back. Whatever the problem is, he won't be happy. Our leader, Darren Job, doing it easy. Robbie Foe in second spot. Peter Watts been having a pretty good weekend too. And Bob Wakefield got this big Valiant crank right up. Wakefield certainly getting some horsepower out of that old Valiant. Horsepower's not hard to get out of him. Handling's very hard to get out of him. And he seems to have this car handling fairly well. Oh, as soon as I said that, he's up and he's into the wall. Brings it off the wall again. Put the old Maury Moz on him as Stuart Campbell goes through in a fork. And he's my car in the Calcutta, so I'm happy. Campbell up there, Bobby Wakefield. He'd be kicking himself there. That was a driver error, and that's about all it was. Right, our leader though, still doing it easy out there. Darren Job. From Robbie Foe. Robbie Foe, Watsy's moved up there. He's hanging on to third, Watsy. Stuart Campbell back in fourth spot. So Stuart Campbell still could qualify. He's got a few points on the board. Not his worst round, he can still qualify. Another spot would be nice for him if he can move up a bit further as they go around. Sankey's still got the car going. He's still hanging on, but lost a lot of ground and will get a lap put on him. Sankey, he'd be pretty upset with this. The Transcal car, he's been going all right all day yesterday and in his first heat today, and he'd be pretty upset with whatever's going wrong. The car just gone totally off song. Our leaders now, Boo Sankey, Robbie Foe comes through. Watsy's back there in third. Stuart Campbell back in fourth. Bobby Wakefield in fifth, Rob Berry in sixth. And Wayne Houston back in seventh. Sankey brings up the rear in eighth spot at this stage, but Sankey's still hanging on there. So Sankey, he's pedaling around, he's almost back on the pace, but he's not where he was before, and that was running third. Our leader goes through, second place goes through, third place. Sankey, the first three cars have put a lap on Sankey. Here comes Stuart Campbell now. Campbell tries to get under Sankey. The Parson flag didn't go out on Sankey. So the Parson flag not there. Sankey, Stuart goes through on Sankey now. Wakefield's in behind him. We get the white flag this time around for Darren Job in the Northern Territory 1 car. Job hanging in there nicely. He will start at this final. Darren Job doing a great job out there in front. The white flag's out for Darren Job. The Crazy Kid, Robbie Foe in second. Watsy. Peter Watts is back there in third place. Fourth place is Campbell. Fifth place is Bobby Wakefield. Bobby Wakefield, Rod Berry. Sankey still cruising. And the 16 car. Checkered flag goes to Darren Jones with Robbie Foe in second place and Peter Watts third. It's a 44. I'd say that'd be a pretty quick race too, that one, officially over the line. 44, Darren Job. Nice tight looking start, they come around, the greens drop there away beautifully. Crimmins has got the collar. This is the guy that led all the way and conked out with 1 lap to go. Crimmins, I don't know what went wrong, but the car stopped. Mavis is in trouble, he's up high, he's down low, there's a touch. Oh, and it's Lenny Bates Jr. into the fence there. Lenny Bates Jr. We're under yellow flag. I don't know what happened there. Crimmins tries to do it in. Coxhead on the inside. Crimmins around the outside. Crimmins has got the jump. Coxhead Back in a second, the Commodore of Crimmins, absolutely flying. Mavis is in trouble again in the 48 car. Lenny Bates Jr. trying to find a way through. Lenny Bates gets tangled up there with Burley. Burley's got the Cortina, absolutely flying. Comes out and tries to take Bates to the wall. Bates gets down below him now. Burley's flying, but if he keeps on driving like that, he'll end up on his lid. Murley really trying. Murley's thrown it. I told you he'd take himself out. Murley's taken himself out. And that was through driving beyond his capabilities. And Stewart's going to let it go because Murley did it all to himself. As I said, the car's quick, but the driver driving way beyond his limitations, and he's paid the price. So Damien Murley, at least he's still going, but out in front, Crimmins, Coxhead. And then we go back to Gibbs, Anthony Gibbs. Gibbs giving it a real good shot as he gets under Coxhead, tries to run him. And Gibbs is going to go there. Lenny Bates Jr. in 4th spot. Gibbs just can't quite pick up Coxhead. Throws the tail in. These cars certainly getting themselves sideways as they come out. But Gibbs really trying to do everything to get away. We've got a bit of rubber bumper bar on the track. We've got some bumper bar on the track. We've got a yellow flag. Big lump of bumper bar off the Bates car out in the middle of the track. Big lump of rubber bumper bar. Probably got a bit of metal attached to it. Now they're off and running. Crimmins gets tagged as they get away. Crimmins. Anthony Gibbs looking for a run on the inside there. Gibbs, Lenny Bates has been tagged. Sorts it out, gets it back on track. Stewart's going to let it go. Didn't quite see what happened there, but I reckon by the way he went round, he might have got tagged there by the 28 car. Little Lenny wouldn't be too happy about that as he comes up now behind Mavis. The 22 car of Gibbs, he's the man that's got the pressure turned right up there as he tries to get under Coxhead. Really putting pressure on Coxhead. Crimmins is out in front of the Commodore though, hanging on there. You can see the front of the 28 car. He definitely tagged the Bates car there, the 28 car, by the look of the front of him. There's a go now as Gibbs up the outside of Coxhead. Gibbs and Coxhead, they go round. Can Gibbs pick him up? He's hanging on round the outside. Gibbs and Coxhead, I think Gibbs has got him. Gibbs has got him. Gibbs is there. So Gibbs has got him now. So Gibbs now, the man with the run, is Dale Riley back in 4th spot. Lenny Bates Jr. in 5th spot, trying to catch up with his front markers. Another stoppage would do him of course, Crimmins has gone wide. Gibbs has got Crimmins. Beautifully. Anthony Gibbs goes through. So Gibbs is there. In the lead, there's a black and white flag coming out. I don't know whether it'll go on Crimmins or not. Coxhead back there in 3rd. Gibbs, and here comes Dale Riley now. Sticks his nose in. I'm going to have a bit of this action, he says. As they come round, the black and white goes out on Gibbs. Gibbs comes the black and white as Dale Riley. Down the pole line, cuts the inside. Riley takes Coxhead. Bumps the other car. Coxhead goes wide. Crimmins is in there. Riley's into the side of Crimmins there. Riley up the inside into Crimmins again. Loses the ground. 2 laps to go. I'd say Riley is going to get... Riley didn't get a black and white. Riley's got away with it. So Riley now in Crimmins. All over the back of Crimmins again. Crimmins has gone wide. Riley's under him. So... Riley's got away with it. He's up in the 2nd spot. I thought he'd have picked up a flag of that. Crimmins has got his problems. Come back. 1 lap to go. Riley's into 2nd. Coxhead's into 3rd. Crimmins' car's fired up again. Little Lenny Bates right on his tail. Trying to get through little Lenny Bates. Crimmins gets crossed up a bit. Straightens it out. They're on the last lap. It's Gibbs under a black and white float from Riley. And Crimmins has gone round. Bates cleans him up. Straightens him up. Lenny Bates will come through to pick up 4th spot. So Lenny Bates comes through to pick up 4th spot, so he'd be pretty happy with that. But the 22 car, our winner from 28, 33 comes over the line to get his points, 41's in next. Quite an exciting race, probably the roughest race of the night as Crimmins comes over the line. As Lenny Bates Jr. they come around, Jennings got the foot into it, Jennings has got the jump, unless he hooks it around now, I can't see him losing this. So Jamie Jennings will move up a spot unless he loses it. The track is a little bit slick as they go down the back straight, but Jamie Jennings, this car rolled 8 times yesterday, and have a look at it. He's about to start out of 19th at this stage. So Lenny Bates Jr. takes the 20th spot. And they come around now, the flag drops. Jamie Jennings and Dan. Jennings has got Dan. Jennings has got him again, he'll pick up another spot. If he can keep it all together. So Mick Dan, the bomb disposals car, will move back. He's having a go, Mick Dan. He puts the Commodore in, but he cannot do it. So Jamie Jennings picks up another spot. The 92 car now starts 19th. Jennings. Todd Orton, they'll come around. Orton will want to pick up a few spots if he can. Jamie Jennings will want to work his way up. They come around, Orton and Jennings. Jennings and Orton. Orton, Jennings is going to do it. Jamie Jennings is going to get another spot. Jamie Jennings hangs in there. As I said, this guy went over 8 times last night. The car, you would have said, would never race again. They've rebuilt it. He's having a go. Orton gives Jennings a tap. Jennings has shut the gate. He will not do it from there. So Jamie Jennings moves up another one. Todd Orton moves back to 18th spot. The car that's challenging picks the line. He's taken the outside line as they come round. Jennings and Kennedy. Jennings has lost the plot this time, I think. Kennedy's away nicely. Jennings knows he's lost it, so no point stretching the motor. He knows he's lost that one. So he's moved himself up 3 positions, so he'd be pretty happy with that. He picked up 3 spots. He's got the choice. He's on the high line. Kennedy, they roll around. Sankey, Kennedy's got a line on him. Kennedy's got him. Sankey was a bit slow there as they come round. Kennedy got the line. Sankey, Kennedy. Kennedy's going to run out high. Sankey's going to give him a run. Sankey has to back off. So Kennedy's going to hang on. Sankey will go back a spot. Horman, Kennedy, they come round. Kennedy. And Sankey moves back into 16th spot. Donegan, Kennedy, they got to watch this flag. Kennedy read that beautifully against Sankey and left him hanging out to dry there. Kennedy, Sankey, they come round. The green flag, Kennedy and Sankey. Kennedy's run, not Sankey, I should say, Kennedy and Donegan. He's run Donegan high. Kennedy's got the line. He's kept Donegan out there. Donegan's going to have to go in hard to get in front of him. Kennedy, Donegan, he doesn't want to put it in the wall in a pole shuffle, that's for sure. And Kennedy moves up another spot as Donegan moves back into 15th spot. We've got the 33 car out there. Damien Murley. Murley, this is his home track. He should go well. Murley, Kennedy. Kennedy's quick off the mark. He's a pretty smooth operator, Brad Kennedy, as he goes round. Murley's a bit of a desperate too. Murley's not going to give in. Round the outside goes Murley in the one-lap dash. Murley's not going to give in with this one. Kennedy's got the line. Murley throws it in big. It's greasy. Murley, Kennedy. He's almost going to run him. Kennedy muscles him out, and Kennedy will get him. There is the length of the front guard in that as Murley moves back to 14th. He give it his best shot, that's for sure. Daniel Scott. Daniel Scott starting out at 12. Young Daniel Scott, he is going to give Kennedy, gives him a serve. Kennedy tries to give him a serve. Scott's got him. Scott's got the jump. Daniel Scott, he'll drop. Daniel Scott goes down. So young Daniel Scott, he's got to around. Kennedy's turned him. Kennedy's turned him around. I'll see what the steward does here, but Kennedy got into the side of him. Whether he reverses or not, I don't know. Stewart didn't pick any flags up. He's let him go. He's right. So Scott Gallagher for 12th. 11th, I should say. As they come around, Giacometti. He set the fastest time. In the heats, Giacometti's done the fastest race for the heats, and Giacometti's knocked Kennedy off his perch now. Kennedy's picked up a few spots, but Giacometti, he's got him, unless he loses. Oh, Giacometti gets untidy. Giacometti, Kennedy gives him a serve. Kennedy's gone back, so Giacometti finally taking him off his perch, and Giacometti's on the outside. Dean Gray's elected for the inside. It's his call. They roll around. Dean Gray off the mark. Giacometti's quick. Giacometti's got him. Giacometti, unless he makes a mistake, Giacometti will hang on to this one too. Down the back straight, he's put 2 car lengths on. This thing at Giacometti's is actually flying. There's Dean Gray. Oh, that's dangerous stuff for Gray. This is only the pole shuffle. Giacometti moves up another one. Dean Gray will start out of 11th now in the 72 car. Giacometti on the inside this time. Dean took the inside. It didn't work for Dean. Giacometti's car is quick tonight. Wasn't so quick last night, but by gee, tonight it is quick. They come around. He's looking good. The flag's down. Giacometti. Barry Edwards, though. Edwards doesn't phase that easy. Edwards is going all the way. Edwards around the outside. Giacometti on the inside. Edwards and Giacometti, they touch. They're crossed up. They keep it going. Giacometti's got the line. Edwards will concede, I'd say. Giacometti brings it around. Edwards hasn't given in that easy. Giacometti's got it. Edwards will start out at 10th. Inside run. Can he go? Let's see. Giacometti, he's picked up 2 spots so far as they come around, looking good. The flag's down. Giacometti, Campbell. This thing's not too much grunt. Giacometti's left him for dead. Giacometti has pulled away 1 car length, 2 car lengths now. Down the back, 3 car lengths. Campbell, all he's got to do now is sit back and hope Giacometti makes it. Campbell puts it in big, but not big enough as he goes around. So Giacometti's picked up another spot. Campbell will move back to 9th spot in the 34 car. We'll see how he goes now. Peter Lincoln, Giacometti, Darren Giacometti. They come around. Peter Lincoln winds it up. He runs him out wide. Peter Lincoln, Giacometti. Giacometti's car has got too much grunt. Giacometti has just got too much grunt. These are all Ford Falcons, but Giacometti's thing is storming. Peter Lincoln will concede. Giacometti has taken another spot. 27 goes back to 8. Champion. He knows all the tricks, but Giacometti, he's on fire tonight. This car is storming. Giacometti's already got a lead. He muscles him out. Robbie Gorman, Giacometti's got him already. Robbie Gorman's not going to give in that easy. Gorman's out wide. Giacometti, there's a touch there. He's got Gorman now. Gorman down the inside. Robbie Gorman. Gorman's got the line. Robbie Gorman, Giacometti. They touch. They straighten up. End of the line, Robbie Gorman. Giacometti goes wide. Gorman goes wide with him. Went out in sympathy, I think. But Giacometti's grabbed another one. So Robbie Gorman back to 7th, puts him on the inside row. So Robbie will probably like that, although he likes a run. He's a local battle late car, this guy. And he's won his last 2 weeks. Coming round, looking good for a start. Giacometti's got him already. McClure runs him out wide. This guy's shrewd. McClure will dive down low, though. Giacometti, can he hang on? Brad McClure looking for the run, but Giacometti's just too quick. No ifs or buts about it. Giacometti is too quick on the day. McClure comes back at him, but it's a bit late, I think, as Giacometti picks up another spot. McClure will start out of 6th on the outside row. That might suit McClure. He likes an outside jump. Quick too, very quick. So how will they go? Giacometti still hanging out there. He's picked up quite a few places. Robbie Foe runs him high, keeps him up high. Robbie Foe's got him, I think. Giacometti, Robbie Foe tries to put him too high. Robbie Foe, what will the steward do? Giacometti's got his measure. Giacometti's got him. The Robbie Foe tried to run him up high. The steward, I think, might have taken that off Foe if he'd have won that. So Robbie Foe goes back to 5th. I reckon the steward would have taken that off Foe if he'd have won that. He's up to 4th so far, so he's picked up a lot of spots. They come round. Giacometti's got him already. Giacometti off again. Darren Job looking for a run, dives down low. He might get him. Job's quick too, by Job, as he comes down the back straight. But Giacometti, this kid is alive tonight. Giacometti, he's picked up another spot. As Darren Job moves back to 4th on the inside. Track's pretty greasy. The Commodore could go very well. This could be very interesting. Garth Tander will be down there saying, there's me Holden. The flag's down and Lloyd Wallace, Giacometti. No, the Ford is just too quick. Giacometti has jumped up. He's just too quick. Down the back straight again, the 26 car. He was starting out of 11th. He is now starting out of 2, and he's about to challenge Daniel Barton. Daniel, Giacometti looking for his pole. This is it. This is the nitty-gritty. They come round. Daniel Barton want to move up a bit. Barton, Giacometti. Giacometti's got him. Giacometti's got him off the mark. Daniel Barton, Giacometti off the mark. He's just too quick, this car. Way too quick. Barton gets up high, gets up loose. So Daniel Barton will start outside front. If he can get through this corner, that is Giacometti, and I think he can. The 26 car will start on pole for the Australian title. Daniel Barton has it taken off. Giacometti was out of 11. He has picked up 10 spots. He started out of 11. He's picked up 10 spots to be on pole. So quite they're looking good for a start. The green flag is down. This is the consolation. Jenkinson tries to find a run up there. This is a pretty big field, but not as big as the national title will be. They come around. There's push it into the wall. Broome and the 41 car, the Mildura car, into the wall. Big time goes the Mildura car. Broome got tangled up. We'll hopefully see that on replay to see what happened. That green flag drops and they're off. Timberlake gets away nicely. Up the inside. McClure and Cullinane. Cullinane round the outside. McClure goes with him. Cullinane, McClure. They sort themselves out. They're going to get a lap in, I think. Yes, they've got through the bad one. That's the first one. Into the second one. Can they hang on? Cullinane's in the lead. McClure. Here comes Timberlake. We've got one guy around. It's Lenny Bates. Lenny Bates Senior. Lenny Bates Senior grabs the gear and gets going as they sort themselves out. He's back on track, but he's a long way back. Cullinane leads the Bear. He wouldn't be happy about that. They come in another turnaround as the 17 car, 1, 2. And that was Hayden. I think Hayden will find himself copping a rear field out of that one. That was a little bit obvious there as Hayden put it in a bit too hard. We'll see, the video might run it back, but for my money, the 17 car's got a problem. McClure from New South Wales, hot on his tail. Timberlake, big move there from Templeton. Templeton gets away very smartly and moves up around the outside. Clayton, Andrew Clayton in the 5 car. Templeton down the inside. In 4th spot, Clayton beside him. This is where the battle is. Clayton, Templeton. Templeton hooks in there. He's not going to back off for nothing. Clayton's out wide. Templeton has Cullinane. Cullinane, McClure, Timberlake hanging in there. Timberlake's right on his tail third, but the big Valiant stretches his legs down the back straight, and this car can go. Oh, there's one off the track there. Did it all to himself, can't blame anyone, and sorts himself out. And I kind of see it's the 14 car. The 14 car has had a bit of a lose there, and that, of course, Justin Jenkinson gets himself going again. No, he doesn't. He's had enough. Timberlake on the inside there of Matty. Timberlake trying to work his way around. Matty McClure from New South Wales. He's hanging in there though. Matty McClure's not going to give in that easy. Back in the pack, Jason Meekins. He's chasing Rod Berry. Lenny Bates has moved up to the front runners. Timberlake, Matty McClure. Matty McClure has got a real problem. His name's Adam Timberlake and he's hot on his tail. One mistake and Timberlake sticks the nose in. Side by side down the back straight. Timberlake's not going to back off. Matty's not going to either. They come round and Matty McClure comes out of it. The better. Templeton, the same deal going on there. They're in pairs, except for our leader. Templeton and Clayton are fighting it back there for 4th and 5th. Matty McClure, he's hanging on to 2nd place. Timberlake's going to run him all the way as Wayne Cullinane out in front there. Pity this wasn't the final because I'll be making some money. Cullinane goes through. McClure, Clayton's up the inside of Templeton there. Timberlake hasn't given in yet. Timberlake's still going. This is a 15-lap race, and we're, I'm not quite sure how many laps are down yet. But it is a 15-lap race. They're on lap 9 at the moment, on lap 9. So we've still got 6 laps to go. Timberlake again, McClure, Timberlake down the back straight. This is where the action is. Timberlake sticks the nose in again. McClure's up wide, but he brings a little Cortina back. The car's a little bit more nimble than the big Ford. So McClure still hangs on there, the New South Wales car. Hanging in there, we've got a Northern Territory car leading a New South Wales car and a Victorian car back in third spot. Timberlake's not going to give in. His dad was good, the young bloke's good too. He's hanging in there. Adam Timberlake back in fourth. Clayton's got away from Templeton. And then Lenny Bates sits back there in sixth spot. But that's not where the action is. The action's with Timberlake and Matty McClure. Tries to set him up. Gets him up a bit higher. Timberlake's got him, I think. Timberlake's down low. He's got McClure. Little nudge in the back bumper. McClure comes back at him. That was beautifully done. One little nudge in the back bumper and McClure went high. See if McClure will do it to Timberlake. They come down again. Timberlake. We've got 2 laps to go now as they come round. Cullinane's motor's pinging. Cullinane's motor really sounds like it's hot. It's starting to ping. It's starting to rattle. He's got 1 lap to go next time around. And that motor sounds hot in the Cullinane car. Timberlake makes a lunge at him. He's going to give it his best shot, Timberlake. You can hear the Cullinane car starting to get that hot valiant rattle about it. But I think he'll hang on as they go down the back straight for the last time. Timberlake, give it his best shot. He comes right up on him. Into the corner, Timberlake. Around the outside goes Timberlake. He's going to run him. Cullinane takes him out. Brilliant drive there. Cullinane wins, but Adam Timberlake, what a drive. From Timberlake, what a drive there for second spot. He earned every inch of that placing as Matty McClure made him work most of the time. And then when he dealt with Matty McClure, we've got Clayton gives the wall a kiss after it's all over. Matty McClure in third, but Cullinane's car, the green flag is down. No, it's not. It is now. Daniel Barton in the first lap. Barton hangs in there. They get around the first corner okay. Up the straight, it's Giacometti. Barton sits in there. Giacometti. Robbie Gorman gets a little bit crossed up, straightens himself up. Under the third place, it's Lloyd Wallace. Wallace is there. And we've got the crazy kid, Robbie Foe. Robbie Foe there on the outside of Foe. It's Darren Jobe. Jobe hangs him. Have a look at those guys. He's been tagged. He brings it around. He straightens it up. Does the right thing. Giacometti gets it out of trouble. Stewart. Wasn't much in it. I think Daniel Barton. There wasn't much in that, but Daniel Barton's going to get a black and white flag out of that one. At the speed these guys are going, there's not much at all. McClure's in trouble. He's up near the fence. We've got through a couple of laps. And they're still going. This is fast and furious. Oh, into the fence. 1, 2, 3. 34. Stuart Campbell's in the fence. The 8 car, Daniel Scott, into the fence. There goes my money out the door. Stuart Campbell car and Daniel Scott into the fence. We got 2 laps down though. It's not a complete restart. We did get 2 laps down. This is brilliant racing, so fast. They come around, it's down. We're racing again. Giacometti, Bart, Joe, and then Bo. And Lloyd Wallace goes through. Peter Lincoln, Robbie Gorman, Barry Edwards, and Brad McClure. And then Brad Kennedy and Dean Gray. They come around and put another lap on the board. Giacometti is still hanging on. He's going real well. These guys drifted right into the fence line. There's nothing. You wouldn't want to make a mistake up the front there. Brad McClure's in a bit of trouble there with Barry Edwards. They sort themselves up. Here comes Bart now. Has a look. Bart gets crossed up. Loses a bit of ground. Gets going again. Loses a lot of ground. As Daniel Bart comes around in the 9 car. It's Giacometti. Robbie Foe. And Joe put the pressure on Joe now. Robbie Foe gives Joe a bit of a whack in the back. Tries to set him up. Robbie Foe, he's on a mission. Robbie Foe, he's inside of Joe, trying to work his way around. And Joe's hanging on. Giacometti still leads as they go through. Street stock racing at his best. As back in the pack now, Peter Lincoln, he's in 5th. Robbie Gorman's in 6th. As they come through, we've got one going around. A couple have thrown themselves around. And it's Todd Orton, the Australia 1 car. Todd Orton, the Australia 1 car, has been turned around. Mick Dan heads for the infield to get checked. Mick Dan looking for crash crew, I think he is. Lead him away again. The flag's down. Giacometti. Joe. And then Bo back to Lloyd Wallace. Here comes Lincoln now. Lincoln with a run up the inside of Wallace. Lincoln sticks his nose in. Bo, he's having a shot at it too. Lincoln and Wallace. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on there as they come around side by side. Bo's up the inside there of Joe. Robbie Foe's in the 2nd spot as they tap and push. Peter Lincoln, he's in the 4th spot now as he gets under Wallace. Robbie Foe, we've got Mick Dan, he's gone round, he'll grab a gear. Will he go? Mick Dan as they come round over the back there. Mick Dan sitting on the far corner. The field come round. And Mick Dan, Robbie Gorman, they're getting themselves in all kinds of trouble there. As Wallace had to take evasive action to avoid the Mick Dan car. Dan's car will not go. He's waving for a push. So Mick Dan sits there in the bomb disposals car. Here will Capoeira field. Robbie Gorman, the crash crews check his car. They have a look underneath. He's on the infield. The train starts again. They're off and running. And this is a very good moto. As all the big Fords come out to play. Brad McClure tries to get an inside run there in the 24 car as they come round, sorting themselves out gently now as they go around the Australia 1 car. He's picked up a few spots as he works his way up the inside of Kennedy there. And Dean Gray from Tassie, our leader, Giacometti, Bo, Joe, Lincoln, then it's Gorman, then it's Barton, then it's McClure, then it's Kennedy, then Dean Gray, and Todd Orton up the inside of Gray there as they come around. Again, Dean Gray's out, Orton's got Gray, and then little Lenny Bates Jr. Lenny Bates Jr. up the inside of Dean Gray, Lenny Bates Jr. Bit of rough stuff going on there as they come around. Here's a go now as the crazy kid, Robbie Foe. Oh, one gone around there. See who that was. We've got one around. He grabs the gear. He's back into it again. And that is the bad boy, Jamie Jennings, gets turned around. I didn't see what happened there, but the steward hasn't stopped it. They come around again. This is a race and a half as they go down. Giacometti, he's got the pressure on him now. Have a look at Robbie Foe, and Robbie Gorman's gone round. Robbie Gorman is around up the top there. What's going to happen? Robbie Gorman sits there. He was put around. The steward hasn't done anything. The yellow flag comes out. Robbie Gorman, he's having a shocking time. Got put around again. I think I'd like to see that on a replay. Crawl around for this start. The green flag about to drop there, off and running again. Very slow there. As Darren Giacometti leads him away again. He's hanging on to this race. Oh, one over. Dean Gray is hooked in. Dean Gray has gone over big time. Dean Gray has gone over big time. Dean Gray, the car is hooked in and it has gone over big time. So Dean Gray, I don't think anyone caused that. I think it just hooked in. We'll see if we get a replay on it as the crash crew check him out, make sure he is okay. But that car hooked in. We haven't got that on replay because he was up with the leaders. Job, Lincoln, Gorman, Barton, McClure. As the flag goes down, they're off and running. And Giacometti has got away nicely this time. Giacometti, Robbie Foe runs out wide, runs out very wide. Comes back down, they sort themselves out. They go in, Robbie Foe, he's got it on the limit. Robbie Foe chasing Giacometti is going as quick as he can. We've got Todd Orton's running back there. Little Lenny Bates Jr.'s hit the infield. Lenny Bates Jr. Orton's back there in 9th position. Robbie Gorman. Daniel Barton's made a move on Robbie Gorman. Daniel Barton now starting to come through. His guys probably coming on the song. As Giacometti. Giacometti's got the pressure on him from Robbie Foe. They come around these guys, they're brave men. Robbie Foe's in trouble. Robbie Foe's in real trouble. He's up against the fence. Can he keep it rolling? Can he get off the track? Robbie Foe, he'll head for the infield as the field go through. Robbie Foe, he's on his own. He brings the card out. It's a bad luck there for Robbie Foe. Peter Lincoln's up the lead. Here comes Daniel Barton. He's on the march. Daniel Barton, he's up in the 3rd spot now. Daniel Barton. The bomb disposals car is starting to come on song now, and this is what I want to see. Barton has got it cranked up. Giacometti. Giacometti's doing a brilliant job out in front though. Darren Job in 2nd, Daniel Barnes in 3rd, Peter Lincoln's in 4th, Robbie Gorman in 5th, Brad McClure, and it's Brad Kennedy from West Australia as they come around again. But Giacometti absolutely screaming. This guy obviously drives a truck or something for a living because he is flying. So Daniel Barton, Giacometti. Daniel Barton needs to be in the lead shortly because the laps are coming up and we're not going to have one of Shifty Clarkson's roll cages in the lead on lap 18. It will not be one of Shifty Clarkson's roll cages at this stage. Barton now. Barton's got Job. Barton and Job. No, he hasn't. Job hangs in there. Barton's got the pressure on him though. Giacometti. As they come around now, 20 laps down. Barton. Peter Lincoln starting to work over Barton now. Peter Lincoln starting to get the pressure on. Peter Lincoln's down low. Lincoln and Barton. The race is really getting worked up now. Peter Lincoln, he's lost a bit of ground. He comes down low. Daniel Barton, Giacometti's got away again. Job's taking on to 2nd still. Barton in 3rd. Peter Lincoln, he's absolutely flying now, trying to pick up these back markers. They're all hanging in there as they come around. Sankey's back there in the field. He's got Jamie Jennings. Mick Dan starting to come through now. This track's starting to get harder. Mick Dan starting to pick up a bit of ground. Daniel Barton still trying to work his way up. Back in the pack, Mick Dan in the 92 car. He's got Todd Orton on the outside. Mick Dan's starting to come good. He's starting to come through this field now, but the leader's nearly half a lap in front of him. Daniel Barton in 3rd spot in the bomb disposals car. He's on a Job's tail. Job's hanging on to 2nd there. The track's going black. Giacometti's gone. Giacometti's pulled away. He is the man to beat. He proved that in the pole shuffle. Have a look at him go now. Giacometti. Darren Giacometti, the 26 car, is starting to pull away. Here comes Barton. Barton and Job. Daniel Barton throws it in. Round the outside of Job goes Barton. Job's lost it. Job's turned it round. All on his own. Job, he's turned it round. He'll try and get back on track. Hits the infield. Peter Lincoln's into 3rd. 24's McClure. Giacometti, he's flying still, but Barton's setting after him. He's trying to pick him back. They're going everywhere. Robbie Gordon, Mick Dan's through there. And Jamie Jennings. Sankey and Jennings starting to make their way through the pack. Robbie Gorman's in trouble. Todd Orton, Jamie Jennings, Rick Sankey. We got Barton in 2nd, Lincoln in 3rd. 4th place is Brad McClure. 5th place is Mick Dan. Mick Dan, Jamie Jennings in 6th, and then Rick Sankey coming through this field. These guys are flying from the back now, starting to peg back the leaders. Mick Dan, he's starting to turn the wick up in the 92 car, the Commodore. He's come round the outside of Brad McClure. The leader's gone round. Giacometti grabs the lead. Daniel Barton is the leader of the Australian title. Peter Lincoln's into 2nd. Giacometti's into 3rd, Mick Dan is into 4th. In this, the Australian title, the straight stocks. Brad McClure's out. McClure's gone. Sankey's starting to come on song. Rick Sankey
Up the inside, Jamie Jennings. We've got another one on the infield. And that's Jove again, in trouble. Our leader, Giacometti's gone again. Giacometti's in trouble. Our leader comes through. Jove back on track, but it's Daniel Barton round the outside. Peter Lincoln in second. Mick Dan is up into third. In the two bomb disposals car, first and third. Mick Lincoln in between them. Todd Orton's back in the pack. He still can't pick up. Giacometti's there. Sankey is in the fifth spot now. Rick Sankey up in the fifth spot. This is our race. The big Fords fly. The big Fords fly. But it's Daniel Barton. Can he hang on? Will he be the new Australian champion? I think he deserves it. He's been brilliant all weekend. He blew a head gasket after yesterday's heats. He's come back. Peter Lincoln still in second, but Mick Dan starting to peg him back now. Peter Lincoln hangs on, but Mick Dan, he's got his measure. The bomb disposals cars could be a 1-2. Sankey's in trouble. Rick Sankey trying to get off the track. He's there. Rick Sankey's gone. Peter Lincoln, he's hanging on, Peter Lincoln, but Mick Dan, the two bomb disposals car. Mick Dan's pegging him back. He's third place as Barton hangs on. Mick Dan's got Lincoln's measure. He's on the tail of him. Mick Dan. Mick Dan, 2 laps to go. Mick Dan's got Lincoln. The bomb disposals cars. 2 laps to go. 1 lap to go now. Daniel Barton. Peter Lincoln's back. Peter Lincoln's back though. Mick Dan's hanging on. Peter Lincoln in second. Mick Dan's in third. Fourth place is Jamie Jennings from the back, but our new Australian champion comes around. It's Daniel Barton, the bomb disposals car, takes out the Australian title. Victory Lane bomb disposals. What a drive. Daniel Barton, Peter Lincoln second, Mick Dan in the other bomb disposals car third. Fourth place to Jamie Jennings, fifth to Giacometti, sixth place goes to Mark Donegan, seventh to Todd Orton, eighth to Robbie Gorman. What a race. Ninth place will go to Darren Joe. But Daniel Barton, he's stoked. And do you blame him? What a drive. Daniel Barton from the back of the field after a spin out. Mick Dan gets up for 3. What a drive there by Mick Dan. Peter Lincoln takes out second. Steve Dan, Daniels Barton's sponsor, just won a lot of money, Steve. About $860 in the Calcutta. And you also had your son who come third. You just won a couple more $100. So you're over $1,000 richer, Steve. But put your hands together.
11:00:58.
11 minutes, 58 seconds. 11 minutes, 58 seconds for Daniel Barton. Give him a chair as he comes around. He's up there in the dust somewhere, Daniel Barton. What a drive. 2, third. Peter Lincoln, Daniel Barton down there posing for his team. Right, Daniel Barton, he's about to do his lap of honour now. Give him a real big cheer as he takes the checkered flag around. The bomb disposals car, Daniel Barton. It's away, give him a big cheer as he comes around. I've got you. Oh, there. Right. Daniel. First and third, the two bomb disposals cars. Get that helmet off, Daniel. I got a hat for you, boy. Just wait for a few. Congratulations, Daniel. Daniel can get himself out of his helmet. What a top drive. And Mick Dan, congratulations. You were at the rear of the field. You spun out halfway through the race. You're at the rear of the field. You finished third, mate.
Yeah, where's my old man?
Where the hell is he? He's not unconscious, is he? Is he all right?
I think your dad will be all right. Daniel, Australia won, mate. Good on you. I'll let you get your breath for a second, but first and third, the two bomb disposals cars. And guess who had you in the Calcutta? Steve had you both, first and third, so I think the old man is a fairly wealthy man for buying the drinks tonight.
There, Steve, I think you have your beer. Look, I can't thank enough people for this weekend. Where do I start? SSAV, they can't do enough for you. Probably half this car belongs to other blokes. Rick Sankey for his engine. Half of it anyway. Anthony Gibbs, thank you for your tyres. Robbie for the distributor. Bomb disposals especially. I can't help. I wouldn't be racing if it wasn't for him. Victory Lane Race Gear. Cool Radiators. And Redline. Thank you. I am my girlfriend, Joanne.
Good on you, Daniel. We'll get a few more words in with you in a minute. We'll just grab a few of the other places. Peter Lincoln, congratulations, mate. You're an old bloke. Well, not as old as me, but...
I feel a lot older now, mate, I can tell you.
But what a drive there. Young Mick here got on your tail. He started to put the pressure on you, but you hung on there.
I could feel him there. I was just rapt to get to the finish, mate. I wish it had been about 10 laps sooner.
Right, yes. A super effort by all of you guys, and...
I'll just say something.
You certainly can, Pete.
Yeah. I'd just like to thank my young bloke for giving us a hand. I'd like to thank Paul Horman for all the bits and pieces he gave us last night, and everyone that helped, even young Mick, and thank Redline Raceway. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no worries. You can thank. You're going to get a second chance anyway. We've still got the presentations to do, so don't get too panicky, Mick, but you can say as much as you like, mate.
I'd like to thank Redline and Ballarat to put on a great show. Peter Chittick for a top engine. And all the boys, bring it on.
You certainly can, Daniel. Just hang on that little mic as well, will you, mate?
Yeah, one person I definitely forgot, Marcus Hams. Thanks very much for your help this weekend.
No worries. We'll just wait for them to get the trophies organised and that. I'd like to thank all the other competitors. That was one of the fastest races I've seen in a long, long time. It was pretty hectic for all the drivers there. Robbie Gorman, you're the Vic 1 champion, but where'd you finish back there? 7th or 8th, I think, Robbie.
Yeah, I really don't know, Murray. I sort of looped it and just kept chasing them, and they were pretty quick, mate. So.
You're not wrong there. Our 4th place over the line, I've forgotten which one he was. Yeah, Jamie, you were 4th over the line. Mate, the car was a write-off last night. Your crew worked till 3 this morning, and here you are coming 4th in the Australian title.
Yeah, after my first couple of heats tonight, I didn't really think I was going to make it, but when they said I was in, I thought, oh, it's 35 laps, so it's a long race. But all I've got to do is thank my crew. Without them, I wouldn't have got on to the track tonight. And me Mrs. Belinda for putting up with all my shit all the time. So.
Yeah, good on you, Jamie. A great effort. I don't know where the other place is now. I'm just trying to think who come in behind you.
Wouldn't have a clue. I didn't even know I got 3.
There we go. Australia number 2. Where are you, Pete? Where'd he go? Peter Lincoln. Stick that. Get rid of that thing there.
Thanks, pal.
Put that in your pocket.
I'll get 2.
And Mick Dan, where you going, Mick? Where's Mick gone? Hey, Mick. Your dad will come for you, don't you worry. If he can stand up. Right, there's your hat, mate.
Thank you very much, Murray.
We'll get you. These places are provisional at the moment until everything's checked and double-checked and that, but I don't think there's too much problem with the first 3 somehow. I don't think there'd be a drama, but it is only provisional at the moment till they're all checked. Now we will do the official presentations now. If we can have Jamie Jennings, was 4th over the line. Jamie.
Congratulations, Jamie. You rode very well.
Now you can do the official bit, mate.
I'd just like to thank Redline Speedway for putting the whole show on, and Bomb Disposals for trophies and all the sponsorship for the weekend, all the other competitors, and yeah, all my crew and that again, and all my workers in Belinda again.
Good on you, Jamie. Congratulations again. A top effort. 3rd place, Mick Dan. Good on you, mate. Give us your hand. Mick, before you say anything else, give your old man a hug. I think he's wrapped. Shake his hand at least.
Mickey, come here, Mick.
There's your trophy, Mick.
Once again, I'd like to thank Redline, the old man, Peter Chittick, everyone who's worked on the car list, and I can't think at the moment. David Timberlake, everyone. And who's coming to the pub? 21 Arms, will be there in an hour.
Good on you, Mick. Top drive, second place. Peter Lincoln. In the 27 car. I bet you're glad your young bloke lent you that car.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Jay. I'd like to thank Bomb Disposals for sponsoring the event, Redline Raceway. I'd like to thank all the fellas that helped me with the car, especially Paul Horman that gave us tyres and gave us heaps of bits and pieces last night. Young bloke for letting me have a drive. Young Mick, my brother, that helped us with the car too, I'd like to thank him. And just congratulate everyone else. Also, Epping Pick Pay Save that gives us all the bits for the car. Thanks a lot.
Good on you, Peter.
Thank you.
Right, the big one. Daniel Barton. Congratulations again, Daniel.
I think you're a popular winner.
If anyone was going to win this one, I'm glad you did. I had me money on someone else, but I'm glad you won it.
Well, Moz, I think you were picking me from the start, weren't you? Yeah. What do you say? Bomb disposals, 1 and 3. Couldn't ask for a better finish. All my sponsors again. Redline for an unbelievable track. It's so good at night. Yeah, and everyone. SSAV, thank you.
Good on you again, Daniel Barton. Can we get the 3 trophy? Don't go away yet.
That's from Daniel. Please accept this perpetual trophy on behalf of the Sedan Car Federation for a fine drive, and congratulations to you and all the other drivers.
Thank you.
I think you've got to give that one back later though, Daniel, unless you win it again next year. I'd like to also, while we're just commiserations to Todd Orton. He was a great champion, but he just couldn't quite get there tonight. Daniel Barton was a bit quicker. We got anything else with it?
Thank everyone on behalf of the Belmont Club.